bring it in a little bit. Okay. Let me bring it down. Bang. Okay, that'll work right there. All right. Where my people's at? Where my people at? Okay. What's up, Biana? Yo. Let's see. That's right. What's up, Alexandria? Alexandra. Lana B. What's up with you? Oh, thank you. Hey, Vanessa. I got you. We here for the Capricorn. All right, so it's almost that time. All right, so that'll be that one. Okay. Okay, we're almost there, and I am ready. So let's go. All right, so we're getting started with Aries. We're gonna be asking about 2024 predictions in love and predictions in career. So we start off with love. So for Aries, all right. Okay, and one more. Okay. So this year in love. All right, so you may be taking some opportunities, but maybe either you or the people that you'll be dealing with may be guarded. You could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, could be dealing with Capricorn, could be dealing with a Cancer, Gemini, Leo, Gemini. All right, so these may be relationships where you feel kind of stuck in or feel like you can't fight your way, like get what you want. Like maybe the leverage in the relationships. It's kind of like a feeling of like not having a lot of intimacy. There's sex if that's what you want, right? There's sex. There's also a lot of like petty behavior or like maybe mind games or like acting like they're not interested or you may be experiencing this with partners, or they may be just guarded, possibly selfish, or possibly like, I was gonna say miserly, where they just kind of like don't want to get outside their comfort zone. You know what I mean? They may have strong beliefs or like strong principles when it comes to like relationships that they don't want to fold or bend on. So you may be dealing with people who are a little closed off, a little constricted, not really open-minded, not wanting to do things different in relationships. Maybe just wanting to keep things a little casual or like touch and go. You know what I mean? You might be fighting for relationships. Some relationships that you've already let go of, you might find yourself fighting for some of those relationships. You might be trying to hold on to people who don't want to be held on to. You might be experiencing that. Or just maybe people trying to do that to you, like trying to hold on to you and you don't want to hold on to them. So it could be that. It just kind of doesn't really feel like you'll be too interested. There's partnerships, but it doesn't feel like you trust them. So let's just go with another spread real quick. One more time for you. Let's see if something else comes up. Because I wasn't feeling that. I wasn't feeling that for you at all. So let's see what else. All right, so let me say this too for some of y'all. If this y'all sun sign, then this is just how your ego will view it, not necessarily what's really going on in a relationship. So keep that in mind too. You have a sun, your moon, and your rising, and your Venus. All right. All right. So we do have relationships. You may have options, but these may be options that you don't necessarily feel fulfilled by. You know what I mean? You may feel tempted by some of these, like they do give off a pleasurable experience. So these may be mostly short-term relationships. One of them though could turn into a long-term relationship. So you could be dealing with a Leo, a Aries, a Pisces. We got Capricorn, we got Taurus, and we got Cancer. So, but these would be people who I'm gonna say that don't really know how to care for people, or they don't know how to accept like love. They don't know how to nurture. They're not quite sure. You could that's a Leo. They're not quite sure how to nurture. They're not quite sure how to be nurtured. So these may be people who have trouble, most likely with intimacy, but just trouble with affection. You know what I mean, or like taking care or giving to others. But we do have the Four of Pentacles, so they may be people who are also like over givers possibly, like, so like there's emotional manipulation, like maybe they give to get, or they give as a way of like possessing people, or a way of like making you depend on them, need them. You know what I mean? This is a person who maybe can be clingy, so they may need you to be needing them. These may be, because you got the Seven of Cups, so there's options here. So you may be having these options, but they may not really just be fulfilling in the way that you want. All right, there may be like dish issues with the obstacle may be traditions or values or principles, similar to what that just last read I just did. So it's very similar. Like these may be options you have, but they may also be, like I said, unfulfilling. You may not really be grateful for what you have. You may feel like you could get more or have more. There could be a vibe of being greedy. So let's look at your career. All right, if it's not you being greedy, then it's the people around you. And that might be where the issue is, principles and boundaries and all that stuff. Could also be distance. So, okay, in career, looking like we got some success here. Yaha! Could be a new job opportunity, all right, or an opportunity to expand, more exposure. All right, this comes unexpectedly too for y'all. Unexpectedly for some of y'all, this is like being seen on the World Wide Web, or being seen by a whole lot of people worldwide. All right, I was gonna say TV show for somebody, but you never know who's watching it. Oh, okay. So relationship was, I mean, it still looks like there's relationships that happen, but I guess the partnerships you have are still partnerships where you don't really trust them. So maybe you do business with people, but they could be like backroom deals or backdoor deals. There could be connections where people are gossiping about, like, maybe you have to keep your ideas coveted, or keep your keep your intentions, the stuff that you're going to do before you do it, quiet, because people maybe like fake cheer for you or fake celebrate for you because of how it came about, but they also may like dig up your past, or like dig up some of the stuff that you've done, or like, you know what I mean, bring I want to say bring up explicit stuff, or maybe, I don't know, it's like like maybe you said something before to people, so it's like you get some type of success and people are like shocked that this happens for you. All right, it looks like it could be just a big lump sum of money for some of you, or like a big opportunity. Maybe it's a contract, because we got the Ace of Swords here and the Ace of Pentacles. Even though the Ace of Swords in reverse, there may be like not a shady deal, but it's just like, you knew this was coming. Eventually, this deal was coming. It just maybe wasn't as prosperous as you hoped, but it does have potential for it to grow. It is a win. It's a big win. So I'll say that. You got a big win coming here in your career. This could be a new opportunity in general, possibly to travel, to move around, or this is just like a new contract, a new place of something. Some of you could be like having to move. You may have to like unexpectedly move. You know what I mean? Maybe you need to be in another location. So that might be why the people around you don't really trust, because they may not really be your people. You may not build like a camaraderie with them. So it could be like that. It's kind of giving me that vibe. All right, people that you may encounter during this time, maybe Pisces, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo. Aquarius, I said that? Scorpio? Yeah, I said them all. All right, so that was for Aries. All right, so let's get the Taurus. Oh, it's right here. All right, Taurus. How y'all feeling tonight? Y'all rocking and rolling still? I was thinking, I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to record these on my own. Ain't no thing. All right. So, all right, so it's on Taurus. So, Taurus. 2024 predictions in love first. So you may be dealing with somebody who you might reject, really. Somebody who you may be a little upset with. Okay, you got a renewal here. This is passion. Could be a new person too. So it's gonna be somebody who's attractive, possibly slim. Or there's a renewal in the connection that you already have. All right, for some of y'all, there's gonna be somebody who I have from the past who wants to renew the situation. So it could be a Capricorn. Yep, it's a past person. And we got the Three of Swords. So we got past person. So you guys may be missing some people from your past, or they may be missing you. All right. So like throughout the year, there's maybe starts that you guys have, and then there's disappointments between y'all, and it's just like little mistakes because it's a 3 of Swords. So it's just little mistakes. Then there's forgiveness. You guys just kind of start over, but like you guys learn boundaries. You guys learn just like a growth. Together, you guys grow together. So that's most likely what's looking like it's going to happen here. You guys are going to grow together. All right. You maybe at the time you didn't see potential. This probably could be during this time. It may be like other people that are involved, like other people's words, other like taking on the opinions of others, gossip. It's just like it's a whole bunch of stuff that kind of interferes, and you guys are learning what is true for you, right? Because the 3 of Swords here is sometimes needing to gain clarity about what hurt you, what disappointed you. So that's what's going on here. We got the High Priestess here, which is needing to trust your intuition, even though it's in reverse. All right, there could be also, for some of y'all, there could be like marital disputes. Like, you know, if you're married, there could be like just disputes. Could be like over money, you know, because we got the death rate behind it. So it could be over money. I got the 7 of Pentacles in reverse and the death behind it, which is usually a transference of deeds, money, stuff between people, like other people's money. So there could be like disputes about money that could become an issue in the relationship. So this could be like, sometimes money doesn't always like mean that you don't have it, but it could just mean like, the way that we spend it, you know, or how much I give to you, or how much you give to me, or who gives to who. Like there could be like discrepancies in that. You may have issues in the relationship dealing with that. And you know, Taurus is like more of a materialistic sign, or care a lot about like money, values, is like stability, security and stuff, you know, something physical. So some of these relationships though, and like I said, in the initial stages, you're not going to feel like, if this is a new relationship for you, you're not going to feel like they have potential. You may feel impatient with the progress of them. You may feel like you're putting your energy into them and you don't really know what's going to happen. And you may feel like you can't really feel like, you know, maybe you feel like there's like superficial. So like you may interact with them in the beginning stages like superficial, but through these interactions, you guys grow and expand in a different way, pretty much. You see a lot more things. I guess maybe they even may be travel. So you may have somebody at a long distance for some of y'all because the world is here. It's maybe like an energy of like just trying to gain closeness or intimacy. You guys may even talk about like your childhood, some memories and stuff. You may deal with somebody who came from your past, like early childhood, and it's like starting over, but maybe they've grown because we got the world here. So somebody here has grown. Your partners will have matured in some way. All right. And they'll be looking either for forgiveness. And so this can be like a reconciliation, or they're going to be looking to like relive the past time that you guys had before, but just rekindle it with more passion, have a deep, intense talk about whatever it was that you guys just couldn't get on the same page about. Like there's a desire to gain clarity here, but they may be also like, you know, wondering if it's worth it. Like, is it worth investing again? Because, you know, maybe you guys know each other. So maybe you guys just kind of like interact for a little bit. Because of the Ace of Wands here, there could be some sex here. And then I do have the King of Wands here, but he's like tucked away. So there's a potential for these people to want to devote towards you, like to really be serious about this connection. But like I said, in the beginning stages, you may not be able to read them. That might be the hardest part. It's like trying to figure out what they're really on. Because it may seem like just sex, or it may just seem like just talking, just casual, just, you know, getting information, just, you know what I mean? But it really is actually helping you guys evolve in a way, you know what I mean? So some of y'all are probably dealing with like past traumas from relationships, even from maybe this person or from whoever, right? And the people that are coming in are helping you to learn patience, you know what I mean? And persistence in relationships, like staying the course, you know what I mean? Because that's what you need in long-term relationships, if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for passion, you're going to have that. Because that's how these will be starting off if these are new people. That's how it'll be starting off. And if it's just somebody from the past, same thing. It's going to start that way. But there is an intention down the line to be married. But it's just like in the beginning stages, you guys may not really talk about deep stuff. You know what I mean? You guys may like hint around it sometimes, or just be in like that celebratory energy where you're like, oh, I'm so happy you came back around, or like, oh snap, this person's brand new, or like this is something that I've like, you know, a person that I've wanted to type, you know, date, or the type of person I've wanted to date, because they're going to be very attractive, possibly already successful in some way, or like just maybe mature, or someone that maybe other people can't get, or like other people don't have around them like that. Like they're elusive and hard to like pin down. So signs we got are Aries, Leo, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo, Scorpio. All right. We're on Taurus, and we're going, you know, the regular way. So we're going to Gemini now. Oh, wait. Career. Let me get to the career real quick. Let's talk about that money. So in career for Taurus, some of y'all may be afraid to take a leap or leave somewhere where you're comfortable at. You know what I mean? That's a Taurus thing. That ain't nothing new. All right. All right. So in career, okay. So some of you could be moving and starting to like practice on some of your potential. Some of y'all maybe like try to be creators. And I say try because you have the potential to be so, but you just may like, maybe like doubt your gifts or doubt your ability to really like make things happen. All right, so some of y'all may like go back to what you know or just stick with where you at. So career wise, there'll be maybe a raise, promotion. All right, that's like, it's going to be pretty easy actually this year for you in career. It's not really too much. You just kind of do the same humdrum. You might like, let's say that you, somewhere in there, you might get the bold idea to like try a new creative passion that you have, but just doubt it. And then just like, I'm just going to put it down and do something else. You know what I mean? Like go back to what you've already done, what you already know about. It's like, yeah, this is comfy. I've been here before. You know what I mean? Let me just win with this. Let me keep winning with this. Because you are going to have a good public reputation in that, whatever you're doing. So it could be just like, for some of y'all, if it's a spiritual matter, and it's like you're doing something with a platform already, even if it's doing well, because we got the world here. Just the way you'll view it, just would seem like it's not successful. It'll be successful, but you just feel like it's not successful in the way that other people would view it. So you may just stay with something that's already tried and true for you in terms of like relationship. It has status. Other people recognize it as an achievement. It looks good on your resume or whatever. So like if you already have a job, if not, some of you guys may be moving somewhere or like going, maybe your job is in another city soon. If you're getting a new job, it's an opportunity, but it may be a job that's actually pretty easy. Like it doesn't really like, that's probably why you guys, if you do like a creative or like decide to try your hand at something potential, it's probably because the job that you already got would be very easy. And it's like established or it's influential in some way. It gives you good recognition, good pay or whatever. You know, it might even be like company cars or something like that. All right, but for others of you, there could be like a lot of travel. You may be, if you're getting a new job, there could be a new job that maybe just travels. Maybe you really get like a lot of time to yourself because we got the Hangman, which can usually be a lot of time to yourself. And with the Six of Swords and the Magician in reverse, this could just really be work that you don't have to do a lot. Like, you can kind of manipulate your way through it where other people may come in and like take on the burdens of it, or you can like find some ways to tuck away, maybe sleep in the boxes, or you know what I mean? It's one of those things like the job, even if you get a new job, it's an easy job. It's like career should be pretty easy, but it looks like a victory in something that you've already had. So it doesn't look like you really see anything new. You might try your hand at it, but you may not really do anything different than what you've already done. It just may, you know what I mean? You just probably just take the easy route for now. And there's nothing wrong with that. If it's going well, you don't fix it. All right. So yeah. And we got the Emperor here on the bottom of the deck and the Seven of Pentacles. Nah. There's a promotion though. So you do get paid more, and that's probably what make you even stay. It can sometimes just give you complacency because we do got the Hangman here. So it could be complacency. So maybe they just pay you more. You know what I mean? They be like, yeah, we'll pay you some more. And you be like, yeah, fuck that. Maybe I was going to be a rapper. Maybe I had the nicest bars in the city. Maybe I was going to be a TikToker. Whatever I was going to try. Forget that. It was just the feeling that day. So you may change that up. All right. So did I give you signs you may encounter? Capricorn, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Cancer, Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, Aries. These may be people who are like included in those decisions for you to move the way you move. Sometimes your people can weigh on you when you're like, why would you move, leave this job where you pay six figures to go, start your own sock company? Like, who are you? You know what I mean? So sometimes we stay where we are because, it's a win. We don't want to take a risk and lose because how will we look? You know what I mean? So now we're on Gemini. Yeah. All right, so we'll go with this one. Let's go with this deck. Geminis. Oh, hey, y'all. Hold on. Sign of Cancer, and you love the gems? Gems is okay. My mom's a gem, so I love her to death. To death's end to life. All right, so gems. 2024 predictions. What's happening in love? Okay. What's that? Okay. I was kind of curious, but it's that Gemini thing. Okay. So far. Some of y'all will be rekindling a relationship, all right? A relationship where maybe you guys may get on the same page for a brief second. You guys may start something back up. All right, you could be dealing with a Pisces, a Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Libra, Leo, Cancer, and Virgo. Could be dealing with one of these, all right? Could be dealing with these signs. All right, there's an opportunity now for you guys to either forgive and forget and start with a clean slate, but it kind of looks like you guys may be like too picky about things or too perfectionistic about where the relationship goes or how it goes. There may be issues with you guys, like, because we got the devil here and we got the chariot. Sometimes this could be an issue of pride, or this could be an issue of wanting control, because the chariot in reverse can be somebody who overdoes their control or their authority. So these may be people or a person who's very influential in your life. You know what I mean? Maybe you guys, this could even entail what you guys working together, or like maybe maybe that might be like part of the issue where it's like work may be interfering, career. You guys may be more career based. This person may be more career based. So it may be also like a on the go relationship for some of you, where you maybe feel like this relationship isn't going anywhere, but you're investing, you're putting time into it. You know what I mean? You can see a bigger picture of it going on. But what it does is change your outlook on life and change your outlook on what it is that you think about, I guess, about love or about relationships. And it also kind of lets you know, like, when you're suppressing your anger. So this is one of those relationships that's also supposed to heal your ability to express yourself. So this would be a relationship that also makes you feel disempowered, like you can't get what you want, or like because the situation doesn't move how you would want it to. So the momentum of the relationships will slow down. These may be just like sexual relationships because we got the devil here. So they may just be like sexual connections, relationships that they call karmic. They're just relationships are just people that you feel you can't let go of. They fulfill some type of need or desire you have. And sometimes it's just like a desire to like control how it goes. This person needs to do it how I want to. So if it's not one person, there may be people throughout the time, but you just may be putting the energy in. You may see some results from it because we got the Eight of Pentacles, which is usually about seeing results. It just may be that it's a picture that doesn't fit. Yeah, because we got the what you call in reverse. We got the Sun in reverse and the Three of Cups. So it just doesn't fit this picture that you have. That's all. That's an air sign thing. It's like, it don't fit this picture I have. I'm not really appreciative of what I have in front of me. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, I'm going to say Kodak picture, perfect. It's not one of those. You know what I mean? And then it could be, for some of y'all, it could be third person parties where you guys are just like dating randomly, dating other people. You guys might get together for a little bit. It gets intense. Then you guys maybe separate, go your own directions, maybe obsess about it for a little bit, feel like you missed an opportunity, go date other people. You know what I mean? Blame game each other, try to focus on work and material. And then at the same time, it looks like try to come back and offer it to each other, but act as if you don't want it. It's a game. That's what it sounds like. Because we got the Page of Cups and Page of Pentacles in reverse, and this is just somebody who plays games. They don't really invest in stuff, isn't it? Especially in reverse. It's not somebody who really invests into situations. And we got the King of Swords in reverse. So these may be people who are younger than you, or maybe a little more immature, or just the way they go about putting action or showing effort just ain't going to cut it for you. That would be the big thing about it. They just don't cut it for you. Even though I got the King of Swords here, which is somebody who's mature, so they couldn't even be mature, but like just the way that they like act, or the way that they add value or try to like support you or try to like show up for you, it just doesn't do it for you. Like, it's not enough. And that might be what it really is. Like, it's not enough. They have potential, but like this is somebody who's overly analytical, or like just a little, I was gonna say precarious. I don't even know what that word means. So I don't even know if that's the right word. But that was the word that was coming to me. But yeah, these are gonna be people who maybe act aloof or act as if they could care less. And like the offer, like I guess the effort that they give, yeah, I don't know. The effort that they give, you'd be like, it's not a lot. But maybe if you just like having fun, and this is one of those relationships where you don't take it too seriously, you're all right. This, you know what I mean? You may be more focused on your money, focused on career, you know what I mean? And if that's what's going on for you, then this isn't even a bad relationship. This is a relationship where it's like a hit or miss. There's like intensity, there's attraction, you know, there's like, you know, there's some things that you probably would work on or want, like things change. But as far as like trying to connect on a deeper level, it's not really there yet. It's not even there. It's not there. Yep, these are unequal relationships. So like you guys, there's no balance in there. There's no harmony. There's no sharing, equal give and take. There's just whatever I give you, you should be happy with. So it could go like that, all right? So signs you have, well, that's so far just because it's just love. So we have Virgo, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Cancer, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra. All right. Who's that? Hey, Magdalene. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. All right, so let's look at career real quick, because that's probably what y'all be dealing with anyway. Focus more on money, on building things that are practical. We'll see. So career, what's that looking like? 2024 career. Wheel of Fortune, okay, but it's in reverse. But that's okay, because that's okay. The way you would see it, is that the star? No, it's the moon. All right. So there may be like hidden complications in your career. That's all. It ain't even that bad. Okay. So this is what you got. Someone at work admires your work. All right. A boss has their eye on you. Okay. They're spotting you. All right. Now this could be possibly you guys moving up into that situation, or somebody maybe stepping down. All right. Could be a Capricorn, could be an Aquarius, could be a Pisces, could be a Sag, could be a Leo, Scorpio, Pisces. All right. These may be the person that you see step down. All right. Anyway, for some of y'all, this may be somebody who retires, or like, it doesn't have to mean that they just like quit, but they could have retired maybe. You get like a come up off because of an unfortunate situation. So it looks like a bad situation to you at first. So it can just be like a mishap that happens to you, unforeseen circumstances that go against you. This could be like car damage when you were going to an interview or something, or you had an important meeting and something gets in the way. There's something that just hinders something that was supposed to come your way, that was supposed to be beneficial for you. You might miss out on it. All right. You might miss out on it for a second, or you might feel like you did. All right. And this is a beneficial opportunity that comes out of the blue though, but comes by like way of something going wrong for you, something accidental, anything, just, but it works out for you in the long run, because maybe, like, I'll give you an example, like maybe you, I don't know, maybe there was like a pipe busted in the basement and it flooded whatever, but you got homeowners insurance. It went bad, but now you got more money than what was maybe even due for the repairs. You know what I mean? Something like that. Give me an example, but that was like the closest one I could come to. But it's a fortunate situation, just comes out unfortunate when it comes to your money. So you could also sometimes with that, you can just be getting random like deposits, random money that comes, because the Wheel of Fortune is here. So you may feel like it's not timed, like the money comes ill-timed. Not ill-timed, but maybe it comes ill-timed. Maybe, maybe you spend it as it comes in or something like that sometimes. Some of you can do that, but it's not really that. It just means that money can come like unexpectedly, but it just comes like not consistent, and it doesn't come like when you maybe need it or when you expected it to come. So you may get the fortune, but it just takes a while to come. You get opportunities that come, but they come from misfortune. So like there's an opportunity to recover. So like if you lose money, there's opportunities to recover. All right. And like I said, somebody else who's maybe a superior, or somebody who's in like leadership position, they're watching you, they're like keeping their eye on you. They're waiting for you maybe to like shift, or they're expecting some big change between you. Hey, Tina Johnson, they're expecting some type of shift or big change between you. For some, this could be love at work. All right. There's a door. So this is somebody who's pondered this. So they pondering this. So you probably, like I said, have a boss or somebody like that looking at you. All right. And it could be kind of like flirtatious, but it could also be like, I don't know, that's a Gemini thing. Like all the Geminis I know, they be doing that. Like the people like them, but they just also be like, you can work really hard. I like the way you work, but I like you too. But they just don't be saying it. Because we got 4 swords, so they like act nonchalant. And with the King of Swords, they act very cold or very like dismissive in ways sometimes, or act as if they're not really paying attention to your efforts, but they're really waiting on you to either expand, or they're waiting on things to shift between y'all, and they don't really know when. So like if it's somebody who's wanting to promote you, they just don't know when. They don't really know when you're gonna create the output that they're looking for, so that they can maybe see it more beneficially. So like it's kind of cloudy right now because they don't really see what they would be able to do, or what you could do right now. So it's kind of like they just watch, just observe. You know what I mean? So money-wise, it's just money just comes unexpectedly, but it may not be like always consistent. It just may like sometimes some of y'all, because the Wheel of Fortune is here, this could be the lottery. This could be a random scratch off, anything. Just what I mean, it just comes unexpectedly. All right. So yeah, there it is. Like you know what I mean? It doesn't happen all the time, but it's just like, oh dang, extra money, thank you. That's how you'll be seeing. You'll be seeing little lumps like that, little lumps of extra money. You don't know when they're coming, how they're coming. You couldn't have planned for them. That's really how money is working this year for you. All right. And opportunities to start over. So some of you guys may take an opportunity to start over or like to move into another position. This could be something that changes your worldview or changes the way you've seen the world. So yourself in it. So like, you know how you can get a lot more money. Maybe you can move from where you live, or you can get a different like quality of living, stuff like that. So we are on Cancer. Cancer. All right. So Cancer. 2024 prediction in love. What can you expect? I'm wondering if you should walk away from people. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. Or you could just be dealing with people who you feel like, you know, betray or like stagnate connection. Like they don't really speak their mind, or you feel like you need to protect yourself around them, which is not really something that makes Cancer comfortable. So, all right, so some of y'all could be having like short distance, long distance relationships, just relationships that feel like guarded. Maybe somebody could be afraid to approach you, or you could be afraid to approach them. It's like maybe you have like these weird boundaries where it's like you want people to come in, but when they come in, you're like, I don't know. Don't touch me. You know what I mean? So it can kind of come off like, I don't really want that. You know what I mean? Like this isn't what I was expecting, or I don't really see longevity in this. So you maybe not really like feeling the most persistent or wanting to like move forward with a lot of these relationships. These may be people from your past, and that might be why you'd be wary of them. Or people who feel like people from your past. You know what I mean? Like you could feel like, oh, I've healed through this type of stuff. I don't want people that look like you or act like you. So you could be dealing with like a Capricorn. I got Aries, I got Sag, I got Scorpio, Cancer, Aries, Leo, Sag. So you could be dealing with these people. All right, these could be, and then because we got the devil here, these could be people who you detach from. You know what I mean? There may be still like a desire for them, or like maybe an obsessive desire to have them like act right, or like to maybe be more inviting. Because sometimes with Six of Cups, it could be a desire to like finding comfort. So it could be that you could be having people around where you want them to make you feel comfortable, but there's always this feeling of like maybe feeling standoffish, not really feeling like you can move forward with them. You know what I mean? And maybe if you guys move forward, it always feels like, well, we're taking a step back, because like once they start progressing or once they start moving towards you, you start, nah, I kind of remember what you did before. If this is somebody from the past, because we got the devil here, and it's usually that toxic partner that you've had for a while, just somebody who you always feel drawn to. You guys maybe just always had a sexual, or there was just like power struggles, or there was just a energy of feeling like you're draining me. This relationship drains us when we get together, and it doesn't make me feel the most confident or assured to continue moving. You know what I mean? Moving forward. You want to kind of forgive them, but at the same time, I don't want to really forgive you. I don't really want you around me. So it could be like you love somebody, you desire somebody, but at the same time, you don't really want them around. Now, if in any terms, when it comes to relationships, these could also just be like sexual relationships again. All right, because we also got the devil here, which could just be like possessive. We're stuck to each other, and we got the Page of Wands here. So these may just be like fun time relationships. You guys go on trips, you guys go on vacations, but at the same time, you don't really want to take it too far with them. You know, maybe the beliefs are a little bit different. Maybe there's a distance. There's an issue maybe in there. For some of y'all, they may not have a car. You know what I mean? So like that could be like an issue. Like there's blockages with that, or some of you may not have a car. I don't know. Maybe they have addictions because the devil is here. So it could be like a lot of stuff. There could be all type of stuff that they may be going through. All right. Problems with their career, or maybe they don't have a job. You know what I mean? Like you may be meeting people like that who seem just a little bit like toxic, and you may just be keeping it superficial with them, or you may just be like avoiding them and just closing off because it's like, nah, these are not my type of people. I'm cool. You know what I mean? And keep in mind, if this is your sun sign, this is just how your ego will view it. If it was like in another way to view it, these may also be people who empower you to go after the things that you want, to move forward in a way that you feel confident and assured of. You know what I mean? To put your best face forward. These would be people that make you pursue the things that make you feel comfortable, where you would want to be like, what makes you feel like. This would be relationships that help you figure out what you need, what makes you feel comfortable in relationships. So like you may feel guarded around them, but during that time you'll be like observing and figuring out why you don't want them around. So this is good because the Six of Cups in reverse, and we got the devil in reverse. So that just means that you're detoxifying or like detaching from like old patterns and behaviors and stuff that in relationships that weren't really moving forward. You know what I mean? You may be becoming a lot more playful, and you may go back into like that Page of Wands energy where it's just like, I'm kind of curious to see what can happen, but I'm not taking things too serious. So you may just be like experiencing that, but right now you, as it goes, as it starts, you may start off like, closed off. No, I don't need that. I've seen that behavior before. I've already gotten rid of that. I've healed through that. I don't like that. So you might be seeing that in the beginning stages. It just may feel like when is what I'm looking for going to happen? You know what I mean? I don't see on the inevitable future or in the near future things looking up, but they are. It's just during the time you may interact with these people, you know what I mean? But you just may also, like I said, just not really want to move forward with them, or you may feel that they're not trying to move forward, that they're just trying to keep it maybe materialistic, maybe just very sexual. You know, maybe they're just trying to use you, because sometimes the devil can be a user. So maybe they're just trying to use you in some ways, you know what I mean? Or maybe you just want to use them. It could be that. It could be any of that. So you may be just like encountering that. These ways, how be the relationship be in the beginning where you don't really want to move forward, and maybe they don't either. So, but it's helping you out. So don't trip on it too much. Signs I got though are Aries, Capricorn, Sag, Scorpio, Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag. All right. Yeah, they're helping you work through trust issues. All right. So let's look at the career. And learn to make up your mind. That's what you need to know. I seen that Two of Swords in there, and it was in reverse about needing to make up your mind. And needing to speak up, because it could be somebody who stays on the fence. Like, it's like, yeah, well, you better say something. Anyway, career. What are we talking about? Career for 2024. I didn't like that. Okay. Career. You may go after a passion. You may try your hand. All right. You may have had some failures. Yeah, I think you're learning from some mistakes that you've made. So some of y'all may try speaking. Oh no. You may try speaking. You guys maybe feel discouraged when it comes to like speaking, talking, your creative projects. All right, you guys maybe just okay, so you could be doing like a lot of research during this time. I think the fear is around like really presenting yourself or like really pushing forward with the passions. You have a desire to do so, but it's like maybe you kind of like overthink your mistakes, overthink yourself a lot. So you may notice that like you don't see potential in things, so you don't put the effort in things. You know what I mean? Like before you even really get the plan off the fence or go off the ground, you kind of kill it. So pay attention to that. Just because I'm reading this like the 2024 doesn't mean that you have to experience it. It just means you got to be aware that there's a potential that you have ideas or you have passions that you want to go after, or like, you know, just desires that you want to achieve, goals or milestones that you want to achieve, and you just be like already overthink yourself and like, man, I kind of went after that before, or I did something like that before and it didn't work. So your love life and your career life are very similar. Like you could be doing different things, but you just like, nah, I'm not taking a risk with that. I've encountered that before. Nah, it's kind of like you just want to stay where you are. There could be also an issue with money. Some of y'all, for some, it could be like a demotion, but it don't have to necessarily be a demotion. It could just be a discrepancy over money. Like people may be, because it can sometimes be like a promotion that you get and people hear about it, and then there's discrepancies about money. You know what I mean? So like maybe you get a new job, because we got the Ace of Cups here. This may be a new job, all right? And it's maybe like in a job where it's like, you know, high status, or it's a job where you have calls, or you call shots now, or you're like a spokesman, or you're somebody who's a leader, or you're just somebody that maybe you could be like a problem solver, or you're just somebody that people come to now, right? There's opportunities that are coming here. And just for some of you, just a spiritual gift that you have that you're just not using. That's what the Ace of Cups is for me. A new spiritual gift that you're just not using. All right. For some of y'all, it's talking, communicating, speaking. All right. Or just like having great perception, like, you know, picking up on oddities, or picking up on like, you know, irregularities and things. You know what I mean? Like being very perceptive, you know what I mean? Or a bullshit, just like maybe a detective or whatever, like a bullshit type of person. You get what I'm saying? Hey, the it girl. So it's something like that. But a lot of y'all are just afraid to really invest in things because you don't know where they would go. And this is probably like that in relationships too. It's like, I don't think they're going to move forward. So I'm good. I've seen that pattern before you even really get into them. So, but they're just meant to like heal your ability to trust your intuition, trust what you feel. Because the Two of Swords was there in that love reading, which is similar to this. It's a Three of Swords now, but it's a reverse, which just means that sometimes you could be dealing with like exhaustion, overthinking shit, bringing up past mistakes, just reliving them sometimes. You know what I mean? But not learn. Well, in this case, you'll be learning from them, but it's just like, even after you learn from them, you don't really do anything different. So, yep, yep. There will be some time for self-care though. All right, there's opportunities here. There's opportunities to start new things. There's chances. There's things that you can go after, but you may cut them down before you even start them. So know that. All right. So that was for Cancer. Signs you might encounter during that time could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, could be Taurus, could be Libra, could be Sag, could be Aquarius, could be Capricorn, could be Scorpio. Because yeah, we've got Scorpio in reverse. So a lot of these stuff that you have, there's potential for stuff to move. There's really potential for stuff to move. You just, what I mean, if you don't put the effort in, it just becomes inertia and it does nothing. It's energy that's not being used. So you should know that. All right. So, and because we got the devil, I mean, the death there, that also means that this will be something that would be very transformative should you pursue it. So you should know that. If you don't pursue it, it doesn't transform you and you sit as you've always been. So, all right. So, Leo. Oh, me? Oh, I was just saying. I was just telling whoever it might have hit. You know what they say? Hit dog gonna holler. All right, so Leo, let's look at your love life. That was a terrible shuffle. Love life. Oh, you may be letting someone go. Going ghost. Okay. Hey, what's up, E? Okay. So, love life. Okay. Okay. So an unexpected. I'm gonna say this: you probably let somebody go, and this piques your confidence. All right. You're breaking the pattern of like having deeper connections with people, or like having. I was gonna say, of having intense connections, like emotions for people, and things not going anywhere. So you may be releasing people, releasing old patterns, releasing old people. All right, we got a secret admirer here too. We got a moon here. Secret admirer, this could be a Cancer, or it's gonna be somebody who's very mature and loving unconditionally. Could be a Scorpio, Sag, Pisces, Virgo, Pisces, Capricorn, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio. Right? Could be one of these signs. Don't have to be. Some of you maybe somebody you went to school with, or someone who has like a prominent last name, or they have like some type of status that people know them for. Maybe they work in a factory too, or they work like where there's a large population of people. So this could be anything: school, gym, anywhere. They work anywhere like that. It's where it's a lot of people. All right. Also, this could be also somebody who you have like a family look alike, like a family lookness to it. And like they have the traditional values, but this could be like a non-traditional relationship. Right? This may be somebody who also overgives. So you may be meeting or encountering people who are like very attractive, but also maybe overgivers. They may not really know how attractive they are. That might be what's really going on here. You might need to know that. That might be what's going on here. Because it's almost like after dealing with you, they start to see who they are, or they start to see the world differently. This could be a good thing. This could be a good thing. All right. I know a lot of people don't like when I be like, this could be like a non-traditional relationship, because a lot of it really do be. This could be somebody who wants to like a long-term relationship and wants to invest in it. But it just can be also somebody who maybe tends to be kind of guarded, or like gives when they want to, like, because we got the Wheel of Fortune here. So these may be people that you, like, there could be like bad timing in your connections. Like this could be like people more focused on work, more focused on stability, more focused on money, more focused on finances, superficial, like, I'm not gonna say superficial because it's a 10 of Pentacles. So they could be just thinking about generational wealth. They could be thinking about ancestral stuff, but they could just be doing it by themselves. You know what I mean? And not really focused on like giving to other people. But like I said, these may be people who are like very attractive, but just aren't aware of it. You know what I mean? Or these may be people who you're attracted to and you just aren't aware they're attracted to you. So it could also be that too. But it's also just like that energy of you guys not really expressing how much you guys care about each other. So these would be relationships that like maybe you touch and go, but like the relationship has potential to grow, but it's like at this moment and at this time, they may not necessarily be the most beneficial for you. You know what I mean? But they do help your confidence. You know what I mean? Like maybe they don't have security because maybe that's what they're really focused on and working on. Or maybe they don't feel like secure within themselves. Because remember how I was saying, like, they may not necessarily be the most, feel like they're attractive, or may not notice how attractive they are. You know what I mean? Because these will be attractive people. You know what I mean? These will be people that encourage you or inspire you. They may even hype you up a lot. All right. And overgiving may be their way of like getting control. Very nurturing, possibly unconditionally loving. You know what I mean? But they can also be selfish. You know what I mean? Like I was gonna say they give with a motive, but that's not how the Queen of Cups loves. But in this deck, the way she looks, it's like no. So these may be people who hold back from love or from really expressing. You know what I mean? If you guys don't share the same view in a relationship, but this is also somebody who's very forgiving. So there may be forgiving for some of y'all and starting off again on a new page, like with somebody from your past. Like you guys may forgive each other. You know, they may be like coming with a gift. You may be experiencing this throughout the years. They possibly matured, grew up in a way. Maybe you knew this person from school, or you knew this person from like the past before. It seemed like the relationship was going to have an end result, but it didn't. Some of y'all will have the result, but it may be kind of vague. Like you may have that look, but it's kind of vague about like what's going on. Because maybe they're doing everything that they're supposed to do, but like the relationships themselves be like, what's going on? Even though we feel stable and even though we're working towards something, we may have not really had a talk. We just might have started because we were just hanging out regularly. We were just building the connection, and next thing you know, boom, bow, this is my person, this is my partner, or I like them. We're going to be trying to like, emulate what we think is a relationship without really saying it's a relationship. If you get what I'm saying? So that's what's happening. I don't know if that's exciting to you. It does sound kind of exciting because the Queen of Wands is here, and this is somebody who's very passionate about what she's into. So it will boost your confidence, and they'll be beneficial. But like at the time when you're trying to if you're trying to create them as a long-term relationship, right now they're not beneficial. That's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's probably too many mishaps, too many circumstances in between y'all that just kind of not let y'all do what y'all need to do, or not let y'all connect. Maybe interactions could be off, timing itself could be off. Maybe you have different schedules. Maybe there's a distance. Maybe there's sometimes it could be even status. It's like external circumstances that you yourself or they themselves can't control. You know what I mean? That's really all that is. It's like nothing that you're doing is wrong. It's nothing that you're doing and nothing that they're doing. It's just things are just not allowing us to really be able to put what we would like to put into relationships. So maybe when they come along, they try to give stuff to you to keep you around as a way of keeping you here, because they I can see what this can be. So I need to do some stuff to keep you here. And it can look manipulative, because I remember I was saying it can look selfish or they're giving to you to get, but it's really to try to I guess secure a spot. You know what I mean? Secure this spot, secure you in a way, but they don't really feel like they can keep you or have you, if that makes sense. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they don't feel good enough, or maybe they don't feel like they have enough stability-wise, and so this could be a material-wise. It kind of goes into that vibe. Anyway, you may interact with them from time to time, though. So these are relationships that you interact with them from time to time. They have potential to go somewhere, but just you don't have control of the dynamic. So I don't know how you feel about not having control. I know you hate it. All right, signs we got: Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, I said Aquarius? Yeah, I did. Capricorn, Pisces, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sag. All right. So let's look at your career. Let's look at the career. Okay, career. What we got? Okay, sales or travel. Huh. So some of y'all, if you do some type of work, you may not really feel the most confident doing it. You may not really feel that confident expressing yourself, or putting yourself out there, or showing yourself off. You may have an issue with that. Yep. So trusting your intuition, or trusting, I guess, what's coming your way. Because a lot of you maybe feel like you don't know enough. Got a Page of Swords here. You feel like you don't know enough, or you feel like situations aren't going to move as fast as you would like them to move. So in your career, maybe you feel like the career isn't taking you as far as you would like it to take you. It didn't put you right where you wanted it to put you at the time. You could also, this could just be an egoic thing, because I really got some powerful cards in terms of the card itself, the vibes itself. It's just the way that you would perceive it if this is your sun sign. The way you would perceive it as maybe you're too busy. It keeps you too busy. Maybe you feel like people don't respect your insight. And this could be like, your bosses, your managers, your whoever. If you're like an entrepreneur, you may feel like people don't value what you're offering in terms of a service. They may not admire it or give it as much attention or validation as it deserves. So like, even if like you do social media, you may feel people, they're not liking it like they're supposed to. They're not showing up like they're supposed to. You know what I mean? They're not giving to me. So it could be that, it could be that. You could be feeling that way about people. You could be feeling like they don't nurture you or like help your creative gifts, or they don't help you at work. You may feel like they don't necessarily get you. Like emotionally, they don't really care for you. You may feel like this. You may feel like people are insincere with you. Like they don't really care for you at work. You may feel like there's a bunch of jealousy. And there is some jealousy there because there's some we got Queen of Wands and Knight of Wands in reverse. So there is some jealousy. You may also feel petty behavior at work. A lot of people may be nitpicky with you, or just like trying to start small stuff, being sarcastic or nippy with you. You might notice this a lot. Like it's people in your reading when it comes to your career. So you may be interacting with a lot of people. You might be interacting with a lot of young-minded people or a lot of egotistical people. A lot of people who maybe come from relationships where, or like I guess maybe a lot of people are dealing with relationship issues that you work around, or they're dealing with a lot of like, maybe they're not being as mature as they could be. So maybe like feel like you're dealing with grown kids or something like that. Or you could be dealing like in a business where it's like a lot of like feminine energy. So maybe there's like a lot of women in your job, or a lot of like, I don't know, it's like jealousy, there's bitterness in there. It's like a lot of people like manipulating to get you to give to them or do for them, and they don't really want to do for you. So you may feel like people are using you in a way where you're not really getting your needs met, you're not being valued or respected, you're not being appreciated, and you don't feel like they're admiring you in the way that they should. And that's a Leo thing. So you should probably just kind of maybe look at that, because the way you'll perceive it is it's not moving forward, it's not moving as fast as you would like it. That's what I really mean. Like if you were expecting them to promote you next year, maybe they didn't. If you were expecting this business you started to just take off this year, it didn't. But it's okay. There's potential for it. It just means you have to keep pushing and not really worry about the expectations of others. So like others could probably tell you should probably be at making 100,000, 300,000 by now with your job. You're an entrepreneur. You should be going on trips. If I was a content creator, I'd be fucking Maui. No, they wouldn't, because they would have done it. But you can, this type of energy at the job or in a career around wherever you're doing that would have you believing that you're not expressing yourself or being that great, that you're not as great as you think you are. This would be that type of energy around you at work. You'll experience this, and really it's meant to inspire you to stay passionate, to stay motivated, to stay active, all right, to like feel confident in being who you are, be self-assured, all right, and learn to nurture yourself so you don't need other people to like validate you. So you'll learn this through work, in your work. So this could help you in relationships too, but in work you'll notice that. All right, maybe getting a little bit of bad news at work, and I think the bad news is like critiques. It's not like bad. Maybe some reprimands, light reprimands, because it's Page of Swords, so light reprimands, but it's not nothing big. Like if you make mistakes at work or you make mistakes at whatever you do, it's not nothing that you can't recover from. You know what I mean? So like maybe if you speak harshly or speak out of turn, or maybe just push the wrong button at work, it's not nothing that you can't recover from. So like it doesn't feel like you'd lose any stability in this case. You know what I mean? You may just feel like it's not moving as far as I would like it to go. You know what I mean? It may feel like there's a bunch of obstacles in the way, and you could feel like maybe people are small-minded. So people you may be dealing with are Cancers, Leo, Sag, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, Cancer. All right. So let's see. We are on Virgo. Virgo. What'd you say now? You said I was reading the fuck out of them cards. Hand. I know. All right. So let me drink some water. I need a water break because I've been talking. It's an hour. All right. So we're on Virgo. Virgo. Ooh, you got a new friend or a new romantic partner. This may be somebody younger or older than you. I just put the deck. I seen the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So All right. Again, it could be a Capricorn, could be a Taurus, Virgo, maybe younger, maybe older. All right. So, in love. Okay. So, okay, like it. Okay, so some of y'all may be like holding on to a past relationship still, like not really wanting to let go of it. This may be a relationship for some of y'all. For some, this may be somebody who's locked up, or this may be just somebody who don't treat you right. Because we got the Justice here in reverse, and the High Priestess, and whenever I've noticed that, it's usually somebody who you can't get to. It's difficult to get into. So it could possibly be distance, but usually it's just they're not available in some way. And this could be because maybe they're locked up, or it could just be because there's a distance maybe, or there's just like, I don't know, maybe it's taboo, because sometimes the High Priestess could be taboo. So it could be something like that. Like there's no opportunity to really move the situation. You could be hung up about this. All right. Let's see. So you could be dealing with a Libra, Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, Leo, Libra. I say Libra. Yep. Scorpio, and I got Scorpio again. Hey, thanks, Zena. All right, so you could be dealing with these people. These will be people who, the people that be around will be people who really have a lot of care and concern for you, but they use those feelings against you. They kind of like to keep you feeling like, I'm not gonna say depressed, but they like to keep you maybe feeling sorry for them. You know what I mean? They kind of, I'm gonna say use you, because these are people who are emotionally unavailable, because the High Priest in reverse, so they're emotionally unavailable. They maybe find themselves to be very attractive. You know what I mean? So these could be like players, but like in disguise. Because for some of you, these could be people who are married. If you're already married, then maybe this is somebody who's having an affair. All right, because there is something going on here. There's a taboo-ness going on. Sometimes the High Priestess was known as a mistress. So this could be an affair. Some of y'all could be having one. All right, or this could be going on in secret. All right, but others may know about it. So it may not really be a secret. So you should probably know. All right, it may not really be a secret like that. It may be to you, but to others, it may not be. It may be apparent sometimes. It may be apparent. So you may need to know that. Yeah, most of it's just like hanging on to like past relationships, or like things that just didn't work out. And this may be somebody who tries to come back in to like emotionally like manipulate to get you to like love. They remember how loving you were, how giving you were. But it's a relationship that's not really fair or balanced. They're not really coming with the intention of giving in fair, equal reciprocation. These are people that just assume you to be a certain way, and they don't really let their motives be known. So like they can idolize you in a way, or like imagine you to be this certain person for them in their life, while at the same time not intend to give you the emotional fulfillment you need. They actually like to feel more empowered over you in that way. So like they try to keep an air of aloofness. They don't really tell you what everything is. They maybe try to like put on this air of always being, doing the right thing, socially acceptable thing. And this could be like just going to work. I just, I take care of the kids. I just go to work. I clean. I'll be in the garage. I'll be doing this. And you could be with these people, but these are just people who keep some of their hidden like stuff hidden. You don't really know what's really hidden. This could be somebody you could be with for a while, but the impression would give you that you know this person, but you don't. They don't really express what's really on their heart or what's really on their mind. A lot of the stuff they tell you is just stuff that would go with whatever was going on at the time. It would make sense for that moment. So like you'll be dealing with people who will be probably just trying to benefit in a way from you, or keep you feeling like in this feeling of like there are no good options. There are no good opportunities coming. I'm the best that you'll get. I love you. Can't you tell? But like wait on your emotions. So you may be dealing with people like that who, if it's I don't feel like it's a new person. I feel like it's the same person that you'll probably be dealing with. Or the same people. If you're dealing with people, it'd be the same people where they know that you have feelings and emotions for them, but they work on those. Because that's the only way that they can maybe get their needs met from you. These may be people who don't know how to like share or reciprocate energy. You know what I mean? They're used to superficial connections. They're maybe just used to like just going along with the consensus of what's always happened. You know what I mean? But you may be coming about as a way of like non-traditional, not going along with societal views, or not going along with everything here. There could be like a touch of taboo here. So you just need to know. There's maybe somebody who's not traditionally beautiful. So like if it's a woman, maybe she doesn't wear makeup. Maybe she's slender, maybe she's heavier, maybe she's taller, maybe she's shorter. If it's a guy, same thing, tall, short, and and it's usually like traditional looks. So like wherever in your environment that you are, the people that y'all would deem like attractive by social standards, this person would be attractive, but by like their own standards and like a uniqueness. All right. So like maybe you think their nose is really cute, or like maybe you think their hip bones. I don't know. You know, it's like something a little weird that you may like. It just gives like a stigma, not a stigma, maybe it's a stigma. I was gonna say a stigma. So it's like it just gives a little flair to them. Like, oh, okay, I like them a little bit different. Something about them just stands out a little bit, but you can't really put your finger on them. So a lot of these relationships, you won't really be able to like put your finger on what's really happening, but you do have the sun here, so they are like happy relationships, but they can just maybe be a little superficial, and you may feel like you guys are on the right path doing some things, but there's some inequalities that you may not really be speaking on, or they may not be speaking on, because it's like there's no real communication or like in-depth talks. There's a lot of care, it's all there, but like maybe uncomfortable conversations, or like whenever I'm feeling tired or upset about some things, I just kind of like hold it, repress it, and we just linger, and maybe it draws like a distance between us. So like the relationships you may have, you guys may not speak about the stuff that you have, but it just lingers, and then there's like a distance between y'all, and there's always this feeling of like maybe needing to vindicate yourself, or needing like I'm gonna say vengeance, or needing like retribution for what they did at that time that I never spoke on. So you may encounter that where you guys may not feel comfortable enough to speak up, but there's a lot of love and care. And it's not that bad. It's just, you know, these are relationships that you feel confident or like comfortable in, or like you are really attracted to them. So you'll be very attracted to these people. If these are like new relationships, you'll be attracted to these people. But like I said, they could possibly, some of you, they could be secretive, like not really spoken about. People don't really know about what you guys got going on, but people know that something's going on. They just can't put their finger on it. All right, so signs I got are Leo, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Leo, Scorpio, Cancer, Libra. All right. So let's look at your career for the Virg monsters. Look at the careers. All right, so career. What are we talking about? Okay, not bad. That's an Emperor. In reverse, though. Eight of Swords. Okay, so you guys may be freeing yourself from a job or a long-standing career, somewhere where you felt that you couldn't grow. Yep, because we got the Death here. So some of y'all could be letting go of a relationship. Not a relationship, but a job. So maybe there's a relationship at your job. I don't know. I don't know. All right. You guys may be feeling like it's more burdensome, like the work is not really worth it. Maybe you don't feel like you, well, I feel like you know enough, but you could also feel like you don't see where this relationship, like where the job itself is going. So maybe there's a relationship at your job. I don't know, or it's like at a place that you go at, because they keep saying about a relationship, but it may not necessarily be a relationship. I guess when it comes, like there could be debts that you owe that may be an issue, that maybe feel like maybe make you stay where you are, but you maybe want to leave. So some of you may leave, but others of you may like, because there's like stagnancy here. So some of y'all may leave a job because you feel stagnant and it's not really growing and there's no room for growth. Others of you may get out of a job. You know, may try like some other things, or maybe like be open to new jobs, but maybe it's kind of like, I'm already here. But it does look like a potential for it comes, but it's like, I don't want to do more responsibility for less pay, or I don't want to, like, maybe you don't know enough about the job. So like maybe you apply, you go to other places, but you don't really know enough about it, or they feel like you're not experienced enough about it, or you just don't know where they would lead. Maybe it's like out of the way. It causes a lot of conflict in like your everyday schedule. So maybe like you have to go around town as opposed to going up the block where you was at. It's a desire to stay comfortable with where you are, even though it doesn't really feel comfortable with where you are. So like, that's kind of like, it's like you just kind of like deal with the humdrum of everyday life for the moment. This may kind of inspire some of y'all to become an entrepreneur. If you're already an entrepreneur, then you may be coming up with like new creative ideas to try to like keep the business alive, trying different perspectives, trying different little creative things, or like finding little like, you know, just little tweaks and tweaks that you can try to like get this thing moving. Because we got the Death here, which moves, it's inertia. It just means that maybe at this time, there's a need to either exchange resources, maybe like exchange ideas with other people. Maybe you need to watch other entrepreneurs. Maybe you need to like ask other people at your job who are high achievers, like, you know, just kind of maybe research or look for other jobs. But it's like at this time, you maybe just stick with the responsibility of what you've already done. You might look for other jobs, but you may not really take it too serious. You may have other ideas of what you could be doing, but you may not really take it that serious. You know what I mean? So like that's really just a Virgo energy of just like, you know, over analyzing everything, being too nitpicky, because we got Page of Swords here, just being too nitpicky. You could probably make it happen because we got the cards of making it happen. But in your mind, this isn't sustainable. It's not long term. Too critical. Pitch pause. You're being too hard on yourself. Anyway, we got Aries. We got Gemini. We have, so a lot of it would be like you ruminating. Yeah, ruminating on shit you could do. Oh, I would like to do this, and you overthought yourself into a casket, pretty much. That's what pretty much happened throughout the year. You have responsibilities. You may like still get up and do it, but like you may overthink yourself, and that delays you. That slows you down. So like instead of like getting out and really moving forward with the situation and actually seeing them become something and evolve, you slow yourself down. So like the progress you make doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So just stick to it. Just stay with it. And then towards the end of the year, you get there, but it's like at the same time, it comes because like, I guess it comes because you just like, I'm just going to do stuff. Like just kind of like throwing shots at the basket. That kind of helps. It does. Like everybody has their own process. So I'm not judging you. I'm just saying like, it doesn't help in the beginning stages. Like if you just go, just go. Don't overthink it. Let everybody else overthink for you. You do enough of that throughout the day. Let everybody else overthink it for you. You got ideas, you got creations. Let everybody else think about what you should do. You just do something. All right. So that's it. All right. You got some ideas that you got going on. They may be circulating a little bit, but they may not go as far as you would hope they go. You may overthink yourself a lot. You know what I mean? Have like deeper emotions that you want to express or deeper ideas. Like maybe some of these things could be maybe a little taboo, or they could deal with like emotional anxiety or emotional like well-being or emotion, like I don't know what that has to do with anybody. Some of y'all maybe I guess has to do with emotional well-being. That's too specific though. You guys want more attention for the work that you do. So that may be it too. You maybe want to raise, you maybe want like certification. Some of y'all could be getting certification. That might be something that you want to do too. But it's also like a feeling of like if you leave them or you leave, maybe it could be like for popularity. It could be like status. So it's like if I leave, maybe people forget me, or like, you know, if I leave, this was the first place I had to start at, or like, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like you kind of hold on to it and it doesn't really go where you want. It could be sentimental value that you have to whatever you work on. You just may feel like it's dying out and you're trying to find other ways to like create a mean to get out of it. So, or you just feel like it's not sustainable. All right. Anyway, signs you may be dealing with that bring this to your attention. Could be Aries, could be a Gemini, could be a Pisces, could be a Scorpio, Leo, Gemini, or Sag. All right. Some of y'all might get into sales. So that might be like a new job change for y'all. All right, so let me change that. So let's go with Libra. Libra. Okay, got the Libras. All right, so Libra, 2024. Right now, look at that. We got 2024 right now. 20 people, 24 likes, 2024. That's a sign. Now we got 2021. All right, 21, 24. All right, thanks for coming though. Anyway, Libra, 2024 predictions in love first. What we talking about? Who want to love on you? Okay, could be dealing with a Virgo. All right, no, that's a Taurus. My bad. Taurus. Taurus energy. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. So you may be dealing with people who maybe make you feel like they need you. They like a lot of attention. So you could be dealing with people who maybe want you to like take care of them, be at their beck and call. They want you to be stuck to them. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, could be dealing with a Pisces, could be dealing with a Gemini, could be dealing with a Libra, could be dealing with a Taurus, could be dealing with a Leo, could be dealing with a Cancer, could be dealing with a Leo. All right, these are the people who maybe hold back from giving you the commitment you really want. All right, or like really investing. They maybe want your attention more than anything, or want you as like a conqueror, or like a trophy maybe, or just like to say that they've been with you or had you. You know what I mean? These may be people who are kind of, they don't really invest necessarily into like relationships and the way they like to be taken care of. They really put themselves on a pedestal. So you need to know that. As a man and as a woman, you probably are like, what kind of man wants to be taken care of? This somebody wants you to like coddle them, nurture them. I mean, like be there for them. Like, so even if it's a woman, she wants you to like take care of her. She wants you to pay her bills. She wants you to buy her stuff, you know, treat her like a grown kid. they're like, that's the vibe that's kind of given, because it even seems like this is people who won't even really put the effort in at all. So you're really like taking care of like a grown kid in some sense. Like there's entitlement. You need to know that there's entitlement in these connections. These people feel like they deserve more. All right. So Nine of Cups is here, and Seven of Pentacles. So these would be people you don't really see long term with, or you don't really want to invest in. You may be impatient with the progress of these relationships during the time. You may feel like you're putting your time and energy in the wrong place with them. Like you're, maybe this isn't really going to go anywhere. And it's really because these people could either be trophy hunters, or these people are selfish. They're coming about in a relationship for themselves. All right, the whole energy gives they're here for themselves. So you should know that. That's why they're here. They could be maybe doing bad for some of them. Like they could be down bad possibly, because the Empress in reverse could be somebody who's just not using their gifts. Someone who just doesn't feel like they're able to create the abundance that they want. They have it in them. They have it actually going around, but they may not necessarily believe that this is enough. They may not feel like enough themselves. Their self-worth may be attached to materials, may be attached to values, may be attached to the partners that they have, may be attached to how other people see them. Like it's a lot. This may even be people, if they have kids, these are people who don't want to be parents. I'm not gonna say they suck at it, but normally they do. They suck at it. They want you to be a parent. That's really the worst part about it. Like they want you to be a parent. And think about it. If you're a woman, then you're like, ew, that's a man. But think about it for me. That's a woman. Ew. Or for men, that's a woman. Ew. Why would you, what? These are the people who also are pessimistic about the situation themselves. They always ruminate on what's wrong. So they really kind of like point fingers at you or what you're not doing. And this is really to try to keep you stuck, to kind of make you feel like you're not being perfect enough, like you're not doing enough to get what you really desire. Because we got the Strength in reverse. So like they're really trying to hold back a relationship from you. And maybe they don't even share the same feelings about the relationship with you, but they're going to put on a facade as if it's all good because maybe you have material success, because this is the Empress in reverse. So this is somebody who's more likely either using sex, beauty, material as a way of leverage in the connection and to keep you stuck to them. For some of you, they may even try to get a pregnancy from you, so that way that they can stay attached to you. Because this is somebody who maybe is like looking at you as a prize or looking at you as someone to be won. They're used to like having a lot of attention. They're used to like getting what they desire. And they're used to people giving to them. So they may be already very attractive, but they just don't feel good enough. And so they have expectancy because other people give to them, but maybe they abandon them because they become a burden. You know what I mean? Maybe they expect more than what they give. So people let go of them like, oh, nah, hell nah. And you may come to recognize this. And if you're with this person, you may come to recognize how they've kept you stuck or how they make you doubt yourself. They maybe guilt you, shame you, you know what I mean? Make you feel as if you're not attractive enough or as you're not good enough, when it's really them feeling this way. So they project on you. All right. And it's really because they want to keep you here because you fulfill some type of happiness or some type of void that they have. This may be somebody who's promiscuous. So you should know that. All right. If somebody who's promiscuous and does not share the same feelings with you, they deal with a lot of anxiety and they maybe have the issues sleeping. So like maybe you may feel embarrassed by this person, or like there could be like a slight tinge of embarrassment by this person. Like there's gossip about you and this person or you in these relationships. You know what I mean? It could be a lot of that. It's a little bit of that going on here. But anyway, these would be relationships that you may not necessarily be grateful for, appreciate. You don't really want them. You might not like feel emotionally fulfilled throughout the year with these relationships. They may be like tinges, little bits and pieces, because we got the Nine of Cups here, which means that from the outside looking in, everybody thinks you're enjoying this relationship. You know what I mean? It looks like you got the token, a trophy wife or a trophy husband. You got the catch that everybody would want. You know what I mean? Like this is an open-minded relationship, or you guys, they might even want it to be like a polygamous relationship or open-minded relationship. And I don't even mean to say polygamous like that, because that's not what I meant. Because you could be polygamous, nothing wrong with it at all. I'm just saying like there's almost like a not talking about it type of thing. That's why I say it that way, because like you don't talk about it. There's no real like communication that's clear in these reads. This is just like expectancy. Like you need to assume how I want to be treated and just fall in line as everybody I've ever dealt with before. So you could be just dealing with very popular, attractive people, bougie, possibly maybe a little wealthy, but they just spend their money recklessly or something like that. They could be like, maybe celebrity stars, whatever. People that other people care about. They could be the town hottie, hunk, whatever. It's that type of vibe. So these are people who already are used to like being treated a certain way. So yeah, if you're investing in them, it may discourage you, because you may be impatient with the progress of these relationships during that time, because they're in it for themselves, not to be of service to you. So you should know that. And I always find that funny in relationships, though. Like, how do we get into relationships where we didn't come in here with service for each other? Why? What was the purpose of a relationship? That would make us a user. If I come into the relationship without the intention of wanting to be in service or of service to you, why am I here? I'm coming to use you. It's pretty clear. I don't intend to add value to your life. That means that I want what you have, and I'm not looking to give you anything. That's a terrible way to be. That's a robber. That's a robber that uses love, sex, material. Ugh. Anyway, signs we have are, that's how I gave you signs, right? I did. All right. So let's go look at your career. All right. Career. All right. So you got some proposals coming in for some of y'all. All right. Somebody wants to cooperate with you. You got probably, so you guys may be in a competitive career. All right. There could be also like underlining competing with friends or competing with the people in your job. So like maybe it's a competitive career. We just trying to outdo each other. It don't seem too bad. We do got the Six of Pentacles here, and we got the King of Pentacles. So there is movement on your career front. That is happening. Some of y'all are going to be in a place of power soon. You guys could be moving up, becoming very influential in somewhere. It could be a lot of money. You may actually stop caring about the job. So maybe like you get money from another venture or opportunity, or maybe the person you deal with starts giving you money. And that might be, like I said, maybe because that's how they try to control the relationship. They like a sugar daddy or try to give to you to keep you into the game. You know what I mean? This is how I buy it. I take care of the bills. Because it can also go the other way. That person could have been taking care of bills, and they also like use that as a control where like you do as I say and make you feel stuck to them, where you don't really see any other way out or to do anything else. You know what I mean? Kind of like that Diddy situation. It's like that. You know what I mean? Where they take care of you, they take care of your family, they do all that good shit. But you was a prisoner in this house. All right. But anyway, so some of y'all, like I said, money is gonna be looking good. You may be like getting a little bit lazy at work because of money. So money comes in and you may like not put as much effort in. That might be a good thing though for some of y'all. That's not necessarily like a bad thing, but it looks like good stuff is coming your way, and you may get greedy. So you may start buying like designer, luxury shit, maybe new cars and stuff like that. There could just be money that comes in here. This may be like a generous donor that comes your way, influential type of person. This could be a sugar daddy. Usually, because the King of Pentacles in reverse, this could be a trick daddy. And that's why I was just telling you in that love reading, because it's kind of like that. You may be dealing with somebody who gives as a means of controlling the relationship. They may see themselves as better than you because they have all this fly shit. You know what I mean? So like, even if you like run a business, this would be like the wholesaler or whoever you buy from figures that they have control of this dynamic because you need them. But they will be generous, but they may also kind of shortchange you in some ways, like not necessarily give you all that you deserved or what you're owed. They may undervalue you in some ways, but you make a good pay. You make good pay here, so it's not even like a bad thing because there's potential to be made, money be made. And we got the devil here. There's just greed. That's all that's going on here. So the people that you'll be dealing with are greedy, and there's money to be made, and you guys may be making a lot of money. But that's just it. It'd be competitive, and you'll get over that. You know what I mean? There may be like, you know, some ups and downs. It's regular bumps in work. It's not nothing bad. Things look like they're coming in. So like some of the things that you expected to happen or expand or grow like a longer distance, they will. You'll see it increase. It's an increase in pay. It's an increase in pay, but you also have to pay out people too. So like maybe as the money comes in, you have to pay people out too. But it's more money than what you have to pay out. So that's a good thing. You just may get more expenses, maybe get more luxurious, maybe start buying designer, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like you start attracting people though who are greedy. So you should know that. Like people who start coming around you are coming to use you. So like this could be good in like work, like people coming in to use you for like the benefit of both of y'all. They may not give you as much as they get. So maybe they like I just say like we work on a project together. Maybe I get more credit on the project than you do, but like you get some benefit from it too, because maybe people learn that you have a product too now. You know what I mean? So it's like that. It's not necessarily bad. It's just at the time you'll feel undervalued in some ways, or like, you know, you may like maybe shortchanging other people. You may start seeing yourself as more valuable because of material. So it's an increase that's happening here, but you have to also pay out too. And it comes after like I'm gonna say like a sad moment, emotional block that gets lifted. So you might be like in a relationship that might do it, or maybe like you had a grievance in like, I don't know, maybe like a disagreement or like a back and forth. So some of y'all could be like a litigation or something, or it's like a back and forth that you have with people. Maybe like, I don't know, I'm not gonna say witty banter, but it's like we go back and forth. We talk about things that it's kind of like we're attempting to win or one up each other. So like we're doing it, but at the same time we're doing it together so that we make money. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. But you'll be all right. Ships, the stuff that you expected is coming in. You're about to get a victory at work, or you're about to get some type of justice. For some of y'all, like I said, it's a lawsuit. And that might be the sugar daddy that pays you. It may not necessarily be like a person. It could be a sugar daddy because I see the justice here. So it could be like a lawsuit. You know what I mean? But whatever it is, it's supposed to make you feel empowered. All right. What we got? So signs we got are Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Aries, Libra. All right. So that is for Libra. So we're going to go to Scorpio. All right. Let's go with this deck. Scorpio. So 2024, prediction in love. Let's see. All right. All right. People got their eyes on you. So people, if you're like coming up with like ideas or creativity, people are watching that. All right. People may be learning from you. All right. So your public status is going up. Some of y'all maybe take like a little break though. Just like isolate from people. You may be feeling like, yeah, I know, right? Maybe isolating from people emotionally. So your reputation is going up, but you may be isolating from people. All right. You got new love that's coming in. So some of y'all are getting over like a relationship. Now, yeah, it's new love. So some of y'all are leaving like behind like a Virgo, or you're leaving behind someone who you felt was not necessarily like emotionally available. Maybe you felt they were very superficial, very nitpicky, or very critical of you. Always made you feel bad about yourself. You know what I mean? So this could be like talking about your weight, talking about like whatever you do, they like make you feel like, you know, you're not worthy or not like, you know, I guess the best pick or their pick. So like this could be somebody weighed on your confidence or stuff like that. All right, so you guys got some, like a secret admirer, somebody else who actually wants to take action on you too. So if you guys are in a relationship, that may end, or there's like somebody that you're kind of like hanging on to, lingering on to. You're getting justice from that situation, and another situation, new love comes in here. Now, sometimes for some of y'all, because I can't get everybody's story, but sometimes new love is just the person that you were just with, but they're just coming on a new type of energy, new type of vibe, like a aha, I caught the lesson. But yeah, with the justice, it's a possibility that they caught the lesson. But you guys have to separate though, because the hermit is here. So there is like some type of separation, or at least we just kind of like don't talk for a brief moment because there's a need for deeper introspection. So, and then because we got the judgment here and the moon here, there's gonna be deeper feelings and emotions that we're gonna have to express or figure out if we're gonna cut this relationship off. So like you may be at a tipping point with a relationship, because it kind of gives that vibe like you're at a tipping point with a relationship where either we can rekindle this, or I'm just gonna take a new opportunity elsewhere. You know what I mean? And the universe at this point looks abundant to you. So it's like giving you an opportunity of like, do you want to rebirth a previous relationship, or do you want something totally new? So like you're probably be in the driver's seat of relationships coming up soon. That's gonna be the best part about you for 2024. You may get to call the shots. You may be more of like the pivotal person that people are like choosing, or like having to like, you know, really put some effort into. So that might be what you experience, but you also may not like not really be the most impressed with what you get. You know what I mean? Like what comes in. And in initial stages, you may not necessarily be impressed with them because you got two of pentacles. And this could just be like sometimes because the hermit is here in terms of like a relationship. This is usually somebody who left from a relationship and they don't really want to be around people, like not new people. So like you could probably like not really want the love, but there's love coming, but you like maybe want the person that you were dealing with to get it right, or you just kind of like aren't really like you like maybe because sometimes the hermit can also be like codependency. Like I need people around. I can't really look at myself right now as a reason for why relationships aren't working, or I can't really face the truth of why relationships haven't worked. You know what I mean? Because it's that not wanting to go any deeper into the matter. Like I just fuck it, we're done. All right, what's all this? We're good. You know what I mean? And then something new comes in, but you're like, oh, this asshole kind of like frustrated me, so I'm not really open. You know what I mean? And that's why the judgment is here, because it's the moon. This is somebody who's actually been like lingering for a while, had their eye on you for a while, but just hasn't taken action. So it's like you have a choice and decision on would you make this go somewhere? Because it has the potential to be a brand new slate for you and a new opportunity, and it would be deep, intense emotions. And this could be a relationship that starts off like secretive, where you guys don't really talk and tell people that you're like talking to them or getting to know them. You just maybe, just building it at a time, a little at a time. So you may notice this throughout the year where it's like, all right, we're gonna probably move forward, but I don't know if I'm really over my ex or I'm over this past situation that like, still kind of lingers on me emotionally. It set me back emotionally. I don't feel like real love exists. So it could be that too. You get me? And Two of Pentacles here. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Libra. But this would be somebody who you have to adapt to. So there's a desire to adapt to new circumstances and relationships. So I guess you need to be aware of that. So maybe if you thought it was going well, it may still go well. This ain't for everybody. But for some of y'all, there'll be a decision on whether to rebirth the situation or to end one. You know what I mean? This may be somebody who wants to like go deeper, but maybe they kind of regret how things have played out between y'all and they maybe want to make amends. But it's just like, are you open to making amends? How do you feel about it? So you'll be experiencing that in love. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's look at career. Career. Go. Ooh. All right, so let's see. Career. All right. Okay, so some of y'all will be getting out of financial bind. All right, there could be travel. Again, travel, new opportunity. All right, this may be something actually either, all right, so one of two things. This may be a job that you have to become flexible with your work schedule, or this is a job where you maybe don't have to do a lot of work, or this is a job where you have to do a lot of work. It goes between one of those two there. And the only reason I feel that way because we got the Ten of Swords here. So it could be a job that's draining, but also a job where you don't really do a lot. So maybe something about the job is just draining, but like you don't have to do a lot. So maybe it's just like when you have to work, you're like, oh, God damn. Or maybe it's just the people that be there. You know what I mean? Because it's like you'll be having new acquaintances, but there'll also be like old acquaintances too. So like maybe the new people that come in, it's a new opportunity though. That's what I'm saying in career. It's a new opportunity. This may be actually something that maybe makes you a little bit arrogant in some ways or a little bit pompous in some ways. And maybe like sometimes it's a job that pays you so well or it's an opportunity that pays you so well that you just decide never to do anything else. You know what I mean? So it could be like one of those jobs that like have you stuck and stagnant. And that's not always a bad thing. Because like some people look for that, where it's like longevity in a relationship or like longevity in a career. So it's one of those things. It's like, oh, okay. Hey, Rue. So it's like one of those things that get you out of a financial poverty and it gets you out of a lack mindset. So like if you were like pinching your pennies, you're not gonna be pinching them much longer. You'll be getting some replies soon. All right. This could be somewhere for some of y'all, you maybe start working in like a tropical area, a warmer climate. I don't know. It's something that you'll be kind of happy with, but at the same time, you also may be like ungrateful, but that's just humans. So that's not it. That's not even really a big thing. It's just humans. We get stuff that we want. We be like, it's not as great as I thought it was, but it is, but it ain't, but it is, but it is. You know what I mean? So it's one of those. All right. There's potential to make some money, save up some money, but you may like spend your money. So hold on to your money because maybe there's good money to be made. All right. You'll make some friends and some business acquaintances. So, if you run like a business, you may be like sleeping on your creativity, but you'll have some acquaintances that'll come in trying to inspire you, trying to rile you up, trying to get you like, new passion. Like these could be new, these are also returning customers, but like the work itself may be strenuous. Maybe you just do all that because the Two of Pentacles is here in reverse and that's usually juggling two hats. So you may have to do all the work on your own. That might be part of the issue that makes you feel drowned. Like maybe you have to be the accountant. Maybe you have to do inventory. Maybe you have to do sales. Maybe you got to call and do marketing. Like it could be like you wear two hats at once or you have to do multiple things at once. And that might be what's draining about making money this year. It's like having to do more things than what you're used to doing at once. But it's an opportunity that you don't want to like pass up. So like maybe the job that you go into or the career that you go into or whatever you're doing now, it evolves in a way that like it just becomes maybe like a little taxing on your mental. You know what I mean? Like it causes anxiety. It causes anxiety. It causes you to like act hastily sometimes. Like maybe you have to like be on go. Like sometimes the schedule could be irregular, or sometimes there's a need to like adapt to like unexpected like changes. You know what I mean? Maybe you're dealing with like customers that are rude or shit, or people that are rude. You know what I mean? People that feel like they know more than you, or like people that feel like they're the boss of you. So you may be encountering that. Or these could be people who are jealous. You may even encounter people who are jealous. Like old friends may be coming back around because of that. And I don't know what that has to do with your career, but maybe these like people that you started with in the career, like maybe you went through training with them and maybe somehow you move up, or you get like, maybe you get more perks than everybody else, or whatever the case may be. They may be coming back around a little bit upset about like your status, or upset about, I guess, maybe you getting to do as you please, like not getting disciplined. Like maybe you don't get disciplined by like everybody else. Like, some people get bad mouthed on tarot. Like I don't get bad mouthed. I don't know about other readers, but like I've seen other readers be like, I'm like, wow, you said that to them? God damn, that's cold blooded. I don't see that, but other people do. So like that could be one of those things where people be like jealous, like, well, you don't treat him like that. You know what I mean? Like they may treat you different. You may get special privileges in a way, and people may be upset about that. So you should probably know about that. All right. So that's probably pretty much it. You just may, there's happiness here. You just may, like I said, at points, at times you may kind of like dim to fit in and not really show people what you got. You may hide your money. You may hide your successes because people may be like jealous that you're getting the stuff that they're not getting, or the opportunities that they wanted. You may be getting them. So you may be like staying quiet, like, shh, I'm not winning. I'm poor too. I'm struggling too. You know what I mean? So things like that may be going on. You know what I mean? You may be acting as if things aren't going that well for you, and they are. So that might be what the whole vibe is for you throughout the year, where like things are going well, but you're like, shh, 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 shh. It's not going that well, but it's going great. You know what I mean? So, all right. All right, anyway, signs that you may be dealing with during this time could be Gemini, could be Leo, could be Taurus, could be Leo, could be Scorpio. I mean, yeah, it could be, no, it's Cancer. Could be Cancer, could be Leo, could be Virgo, Capricorn. So it could be these signs or whatever. All right. So, Sagittarius, getting to the Sags. We got 33 people in the chat. I wonder how many people came through all together. Probably like 100. All right, we was on Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay, thank y'all. Thank y'all all for the likes. Thank y'all all for possibly sharing if you shared. Just thanks for rocking and rolling, because I'm having a ball. And I'm glad that it's helping, because I know that it's helping. That's why I started doing it. Anyway, hey, sunshine, it's giving flights. Let's go, Lana. All right, Sagittarius, where are we going? We're on love. Okay, you got you a manipulative type of person. Doesn't have to be bad. Oh, okay. Ooh. Okay. So throughout your relationships, it's not going to be bad. It's not going to be. Okay, so you could be dealing with, let me give you signs real quick. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sag, Pisces, Cancer, Sag, Cancer. All right, these may be the people that you deal with. All right. I know they're trying to manipulate you here. So you may have a lot of options, actually. That's where I'm kind of feeling like you may be actually having a lot of choices and like decisions that you could be making when it comes to relationships. Some of these may not really be like the best options. Like if you kind of deal into like looks or into like material possessions or what looks like successful, you can get caught up in some of the bad relationships this year. Like just basing them on superficiality or what looks like, you know what I mean, a happiness, or what looks like other people would like or other people would value you if you had it. That's not going to do for you this year. A lot of the people in your relationships are actually wanting you to do more. They want you to put in more effort. They want you to be more responsible in the connection. They want you to be more persistent in your connections. They want you to be more fair. So these are going to be people who actually share the same feelings with you, and they'll be responsible as well, but these are going to be people who expect you to be as pressed as they are. So like as persistent as they are, as dedicated as they are, they want you to be that same way. That's how they feel, or they're not going to really pursue this relationship. These may be people who are like very materialistic, because I got the King of Pentacles and I got Seven of Cups and I got the Nine of Wands. So these are probably men or women who've been used before they were like in love with people. So like if you're a single, these would be people who maybe have other options and they have options and they don't really want to like pursue long-term connections, but they have the potential to do so, but they possibly been used before or they've been hurt in relationships similar to how you're acting. So something about how you're acting will maybe turn them off a little bit, but they'll still like you and they'll still stay around and they'll still nurture you, but they may also try to like make you feel bad a lot of times or guilt you to get you to put in more effort or to do more or to carry like some of their responsibilities. Like it's not that bad though, but it is kind of bad, but it's not. It's just, you know, every relationship has its own little like flaws, its own little ticking marks. So that's it. They may just kind of like wear on your emotions a lot of times, make you feel like you have to be more responsible, more obligated. You know what I mean? They may even have strong beliefs and like strong boundaries that maybe they're compromised for you, but like they be kind of skittish when it's time to do that because maybe they feel like you're not going to do that back, but they do kind of trust you at the same time. So like, because like we got the Seven of Cups, that's just a lot of imagination. It's just envisioning or like fantasizing. So like these may be people who you like see in like a fantasy life, like the way that you fantasize about relationships, the way that you idolize relationships. These may be people who fit that for a little bit, but like they want you to do a little bit more in the connection to show that you want this. So they need to feel that mutual harmony between y'all. Some of y'all will be getting into a relationship. It may be a little struggle. That might be the issue because you may be having issues being very nurturing, being very caring. Sometimes as a Sagittarius, you guys could be a little blunt, or the way that you guys go about saying things or doing things doesn't necessarily rub people the right way, and they don't really want to give to you or be soft or gentle. So maybe if you just kind of like tone it down a little bit, if that's an issue here, I don't know. I always say that because I know that Sagittarius have a terrible mouth, and the stuff that they can say to people will definitely rub them the wrong way, and they're not going to want to do for you the way that you would like them to do for you. So maybe you should just be aware of that. But people will be wearing on your emotions though, trying to get you to take on their burdens, trying to take on their responsibilities. All right, but they will be trying to share with you. So that's the good thing. Like these won't be people who, oh, so some of these you may be like unexpectedly running into the relationship with, oh wait, some of y'all may unexpectedly go single too. All right, because you could also find out that someone maybe is offering elsewhere or someone is pretending to be single. You know, they may be being a little bit promiscuous or a little insincere with their emotions. Like they may be acting like they want to work together with you or like putting on the act of like being persistent or like really into the relationship. But possibly they could be offering elsewhere or like putting on the act of like being single, where they maybe appear to be single more than they appear to be in a relationship with you. So like they may be still kind of like showing off to like possibly other suitors or just like trying to get attention. You guys they may like prefer to do things on their own. So like even if they're not necessarily like flirting with other people, they can just be like trying to do things on their own. Now, if it's new love that's coming in, which I don't really know, it could be unexpectedly. If it's new love, it's going to possibly be somebody younger than you or somebody who's just a little immature. They're really flirty, really playful, but like the way they date isn't really mature. It's like we'll go out to eat, we'll go out to dance, we'll go out to drinks. I'll take you wherever. Maybe we have sex a little bit. Maybe we can kiss and cuddle, but like they don't really invest. They're used to maybe doing the bachelor thing. They may be like well established because we got the Nine of Pentacles here. And Nine of Pentacles is just somebody who looks like from the outside that everything is all put together. But anybody who knows anything knows that nines are just a tipping point before we really get to the culmination of the end result of whatever effort we put in. So if they're looking like they're established, there's something missing. They're single. And it doesn't mean that you have to have a relationship to be whole. I'm not getting at that. I'm just saying that there's something here because this person is more so focused on looking like the part as opposed to being the part. They have the potential to be so, but they just look the part of like, you know, the most independent, the best catch in some ways when it comes to dating. They may be well dressed. They maybe wear the finest. They may be, you know, some of you could be actors, artists, creators, painters, writers, poets, counselors, nurses. Like they could be like into like a healing or nurturing field where they care for others, but they also maybe use it as a way to get like other people to like do their work or to do more for them or like putting more effort. So they kind of have an entitlement, but it's not really that. You know what I mean? Maybe it's because like they're mothers. If they're like, if you're a man, you date women, or you're a woman, you date women. They maybe because they're mothers and all that. So they maybe feel like you need to do more to show that you're invested, or you know what I mean? Like you need to take on more of the burden. So they may be trying to get you to take on more of their burdens in a sense, but just do it through a relationship. They want. You know, I'm not gonna say. I mean, it's what's equal is the emotions. The way y'all feel about each other is equal, but like I don't feel like they put the same amount of effort. I feel like maybe they save their own money. Like you guys have like separate bank accounts or like separate accounts. You guys don't really share joint ventures or do anything together. You just like be together. Maybe you be around and maybe you can benefit from it, but like it don't seem like they really invest or like they take you serious because maybe you come off as like really single or really independent. If it's not them, it's you. You know what I mean? So it's one of these things. One or two of y'all be that way. And then, so you got love that's coming in. You got options. I'm gonna say that you got options. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces, Libra, Virgo, Aquarius. I'll say Aquarius, not Aquarius. Scorpio, Aries, Cancer, Sag, Scorpio, Cancer. So you could be dealing with these people, but these are the people who, if it's a new relationship or these people you're trying to get in a relationship, these are people who actually like the look of being single, maybe keep themselves on the market. You know what I mean? They want to keep their options open. They feel like they got it going for themselves right now. So they're like, I think you need to give me more. You need to do more. You know what I mean? So, and let me tell you something about that. If you're dealing with people who have a lot of money or a lot of options, a lot of times they undervalue you or overvalue themselves. And they do that. I know for men, and I've always talked to a lot of men about this stuff. I don't know how it works for women just yet because I haven't heard women like admit to it. That'd be like an issue for me. But anyway, with men will always say this. When they get a lot of money, we recognize that women like money. They like resources. So if I got the most monies in my neighborhood or my town, there's a good chance that there's a bunch of women who may not like me, but will let me have fun, will show up in my life. And if you're making me put in a lot of effort and you're not doing anything to benefit me, I don't see me taking you seriously. You get what I mean? So sometimes it be like that. Now, I'm not saying that's the case for y'all, but I'm just giving you an example to be aware that men do that, all right? That goes on there. Once they start getting a lot of money, if you aren't really like putting a lot of effort into it, so all of a sudden when men get money, we turn into baddies. We turn into baddies in our mind because we know you want resources. Okay, cool. All of you want resources. Now what? So that's how it be. So now you have to show them persistence, dedication as well. That's all they want is like an equal effort. So you just need to know that. Anyway, career, Sagittarius. All right, so you got an offer coming in. Well, at work, if you're at work, people will be loving you. All right, people will be coming to you for assistance or be coming to you like to help them out. You know what I mean? Maybe you could be like loaning money out for friends, family. People, you're gonna like success to people. So you could be like looking out for a lot of people, helping a lot of people out. For some of you, could be like, just, I don't know, it's like you nurture the people that are around you. So a lot more people feel secure or like get out of like not seeing potential in themselves. So you could just be like a nurturer, caterer, clean, I don't know, a motherly figure nurturing. It's like, there's opportunities that come in and new partnerships that come in. Oh yeah, we got some generational wealth that's being built. Or this could just be like a big payout, a big settlement that happens for some of y'all. But there's an opportunity here. And because we got the devil here, there's greed. There's greed here. So maybe there's some money that gets made, like a large payout or a large settlement, and there's greed here. All right, you may be taking an opportunity with someone. For some of y'all, there's like a temptation at work. So this could be like a relationship. Be aware of that. All right, this may be like a third person party. It may be like an acquaintance or someone you know through a friend of a friend. So that might be like the sticky situation. And I don't know why that's got to do with work, but that's just what's in there. So we're just going to say that. All right. There be like long hours too because we got the night. So a lot of y'all may be like burning the midnight oil at work, like staying up late, working on creative projects, working on like whatever task you had at work, or you just work overnight. So if you don't have a job, you're trying to get a job or you're about to get a job, maybe you work overnight. Maybe the schedule is a little bit different, but you have material success from it because we got the Five of Pentacles in reverse and we got the Nine of Cups. And that is a card of material success. It looks like you're happy. That's what it looks like. It looks like you're happy. And I can see that. Then it's maybe something that pays you pretty well. So whatever money you get must be a good amount of money because it can turn into greed, turn into like lust or power. You can be controlling people with it. You know what I mean? So maybe you guys own a business because that's sometimes how you can control people. Like if you work for me, I can tell you what to do, buddy. So you could be like that. You may be having that. Old friends will be coming around too. So you must be getting some money. You must be getting some money. People will be wanting to maybe use you. And not, I mean, I say like, because maybe you'll be giving. You'll possibly be generous because the Queen of Cups is here. So either it's not you doing this, then other people will be doing this. And the money that they give you will make you feel empowered enough to start like becoming materialistic. So just be aware of that. This could be a pay raise, but it don't really give me pay raise. But it is because of Ten of Pentacles. So there's an end result of something that you've been working at. This could be at work, like a big payout that they give you all, like they have shareholders check or something, or it could be like, I don't know, maybe you get an increase of your 401k or I don't know, it's something. It's an increase here with money, but it's a good stability that's being made here. Or others, if you get into a job, there's a new opportunity at a job that maybe is a little draining, maybe a little dangerous, maybe a little toxic, but there's big rewards that come from it. All right, so you could also know that, and it's an opportunity that comes out of the blue. It may come from somebody who you let go of, or from somebody who you feel like you shouldn't be dealing with. So you should probably know that. Like it might feel like, I'm not gonna say selling your soul, but it may feel like I have to give my morals up in some way, or maybe I have to be harder on people in some way, or I have to be maybe colder on people in some way, or like cutthroat with the money, or something like that. Like there's success that happens here, but it's from a more selfish place, even though you're giving it as like with goodwill to other people. And that's not always like a bad thing. You can just be the boss and you know you keep more money than the workers. That's just how we do it in America. So we keep more money than the workers. And you know, I'm maybe taking advantage of y'all, maybe, but I'm the one that came up with the idea and I put all the work in. So you can be coming off like that. All right. Signs you got are Cancer, Taurus, Pisces, Gemini, Cancer, Capricorn, Virgo. And I got a Libra. So you could be dealing with these signs through work. All right, Capricorn. Dang, we finally got there. All right, Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn love. Let's see where we at with it. Oh, unexpected offer coming. So there's an unexpected offer. Could be from a Scorpio, could be a Cancer, could be an Aries. There's an unexpected offer coming your way. This might be one you don't want. I'm not gonna say that you don't want it, but you might not really be impressed by what they're offering. All right, so some of y'all be taking a break on a relationship throughout the time. Maybe more focused on money, family matters, healing. I think you're more focused on money. Maybe more focused on money. Really afraid to kind of pursue relationships. So some of y'all want to be committed or want to be in relationships. Or maybe you guys are like wanting to approach somebody or somebody's wanting to approach you. Kind of seems like you guys are maybe just like pondering on relationships or pondering on like what relationships will look like for you. Throughout the year, it doesn't really seem like, I mean, you got potential for relationships, but like it maybe seems like what they give you maybe seems kind of like light. Like there's a desire for like equal give and take in your relationships. But like the potential, like you want them to invest throughout the year. You're gonna be wanting like people to invest in you and like really put some time, or maybe you want them to build up. So like your connections will start off as like really, okay, so that's good. Oh, wait, okay. Then that's where I was getting at with it. That's what the vibe was kind of going from. So initially with the relationships, they may be relationships where you don't really want to pursue them. You don't really want to push them forward. So like when they come along, you may not really be impressed with what they're offering. You might like, that's what you think I'm worth to you? Oh, damn, maybe I got the wrong people. You know what I mean? Like there could be like just this feeling of like, maybe I want to pursue this, but I don't like your beliefs, or I don't like the way you do things, or I don't like how you try to invest in this connection. Nothing about this makes me really feel secure. It feels like it's going anywhere. But there would be potentials to them. It's just patience. So like you guys have to equally invest. You know what I mean? So there's a need for equal investment in relationships. For some of y'all could be building a business together. You know what I mean? That might be what's really going on. You guys may start taking the initial stages to like building either like a, what's it called? Like a legacy together, which could be a family, but it takes time. So it's going to take y'all some like throughout the year. It's probably may even happen like towards the end of the year, because all the pentacles is like a tens. So like there's 6, 7, and 10. So these are going down. And then we got the King of Pentacles. These are like later on down the line. So this could be towards like the end of the year. Like in the initial stages, you guys maybe start, you know, trying to build a foundation towards, or start progressing, or start like advancing towards each other, start pursuing each other, maybe start trying to like invest into each other. But at the same time, there could be a little bit like timidness or a little shyness about like really presenting yourself. Like you want to present yourself in the best light and you want to give to this person, but like, is it going to produce anything? Is there any real value in this? I'm looking for this big picture. Are you going to do that? Are you going to keep like staying persistent in this? Are you going to keep putting in equal give and take with me? Because I ain't with the bullshit. Because this, the 3 of Swords is just somebody, I mean, 4 of Swords is just somebody who's pondered a lot about this situation. They've learned from the mistakes that they've had, and they don't really want to relive it. They don't really want to even have a conversation about it. So you might be dealing with people who like, yo, I've already done that. So if we're going to do this, I don't even want to talk about that shit. We're not even going to go too far. So you may be having like issues with communicating. It may be more about like finances, or more about like stability, principles. You may be having a lot of conversations about stability, principles, past heartbreaks, past like mistakes. So you guys may like, if these are people from the past, you guys may be always talking about why you didn't move forward in the past, why things didn't happen how we expected them. So you got, even if they're new people, you're talking about past relationships. So a lot of these people you'll be connecting with and maybe investing a little bit at a time, getting to know them, maybe feeling a little bit like on guard about whether this will go anywhere, or like maybe a little weary about like what like the value of the relationship. So you may be like appraising the values of relationships a lot, like the way that they're going. So you could be dealing with Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Libra, Aquarius, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Libra. Anyway, but these will be relationships that like stop for a little bit or take a pause, take a rest. You guys need to reconsider some things. All right, like maybe you're just trying to assess or appraise the value of the relationship. So you may find yourself throughout the year trying to like appraise, is this valuable to me? Are we getting the same? So you may be like, that might be like what really keeps you from like moving forward. Almost like the Sag, where it's like these people want you to do more. They want you to add more. It's kind of, but this, they want you to invest the same, but like honestly, in the Six of Pentacles, they're only giving to one person and they're giving the impression or only one person is benefiting in it. So maybe it could be that too. Maybe you may feel like only one of y'all are benefiting in the relationship. You might feel that way. Like there may be like a bigger picture, but you may feel like only one of y'all are really putting in the effort or the energy into the relationship, or only like one of y'all have a certain value. For some of y'all, this could be like, because the Six of Pentacles is usually wealthier people or people who are like considered a higher status, wanting to like pursue you, wanting to like give to you, but at the same time, they don't know if they'd be investing in the right place. You know what I mean? They kind of feel like you may be too traditional, you know what I mean? But non-traditional. Or like maybe you don't like some of the stuff that you have may be old, outdated. So they may feel like some of the beliefs you have are outdated, or some of like the traditions you have are outdated, or they're only beneficial for one side of the party. So you probably should know that. And that's really why they don't pursue. Cause like, oh, it only works for you. So like if you were like a woman, I mean a man dating a woman, this would be like a woman thinking that all you want is sex and you don't really like help out around here. You don't really put any effort. But as a man, this would be like a man feeling like all you offer is sex and you don't do anything around here that helps me or makes my life better. So like it could be giving that type of vibe. It doesn't have to be necessarily like sex, but it's just like there's a little feeling of like, maybe I don't know if I'm investing where I would really feel that this could become something. It has potential though. That's what I will say. But like during that time, you're going to feel that way. So if you just kind of like hang out and just like invest what you can. That's what I'll say. Invest what you can into the connection. You know what I mean? And just kind of observe. Are you getting equal reciprocation? Are they treating you fairly? Is this relationship even progressing? Those would be the things you just got to watch out for, because they do want to invest, but this may be like, because we got the King of Pentacles. These are usually just people who care more about like money, longevity, but they're not necessarily like emotionally caring about the connection. So they may not necessarily care about your feelings. They may care about what works right, what makes practical sense, like what, you know what I mean, what's best for everybody as a whole. How does this work? You know what I mean? So that you may be encountering that with your relationships, and there'll be uncomfortable conversations. A lot of those, but there'll be also a lot of like renewals and starting over. So like you guys may go on breaks, have difficult conversations, and then like cut off for a minute, don't talk for a little bit, come back because you guys learned something from that little separation. Maybe express yourselves a little bit more. Now you guys express, maybe you like invest a little bit more into the connection this time than you did last time. And maybe it happens again, maybe it doesn't. You know what I mean? Because it's like that type of pattern where it's like, all right, we had a little talk. I don't like it. Even if we don't really separate, we don't really like talk. We're not as like jovial or like open as we normally be. We just kind of like look at each other a little bit differently now. But even though we may live together or whatever, we just don't really act like we're into it like we once were. And then, you know, you get back into it and you start investing again. All right, I learned from whatever we had. Maybe I had a mistake. Maybe whatever you said hurt me, whatever. Okay, betrayed me. Okay, we'll work, forgiveness. Let's just try to work at it again. Now you give a little bit more than you did last time, or I give a little bit more than I did last time. And there's more progressive growth. It gets there. It just takes some time. This is like an earth energy. It just takes some time. So a lot of it is like patience. You have to be patient with your relationships. I don't know how you feel about being patient, but you know, me, I could be very critical, so I don't be super patient. I don't patient for why? I don't even need this. That's how I feel. But I'd be liking relationships though. So I don't know how you feel about them, but that's how I'd be like, why? For why? Why are we patient? Why are we patient? Why are you not investing like I'm investing? You may feel different. Other people are like, no, you don't. No, it's okay. They don't have to invest. I can wait. I can be patient. That's how you're gonna have to be in these relationships. You're gonna have to be patient. They could either be like exchange of status. They could be higher than you. They could be lower than you. They may make more than you. You may make more than them. It may be that indifference in the relationships. All right. But there is healing around your finances. So that might be what like determines your love life, your finances. I mean, that is a Capricorn trait. So yeah. All right, signs of death. To give you signs: Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Libra. All right, let's look at your career. I'm sure career will probably be similar because that has to do with your love life. It should be the same with your money, or very close to it. Dang. Okay. So, Capricorn and the monies. Oh, promotion. That's a promotion. I see the Seven of Pentacles. Upright too. So there's a promotion coming. This could also be marital disputes over money. So let's say, yeah, you're getting some money. So for some of y'all, it's an investment, a settlement. There's some money, career, or there's like a transformation in your career. All right, you might get over like a hardship that you were experiencing at work. So like emotional setbacks. All right, if you were being undervalued, underpaid, if you felt like your public reputation had took a hit, if it is all that, any of that, there's an opportunity here. You're being offered something here. Someone maybe wants to invest in you. This, for some of you, at like work, this would be like a boss who undervalued you. They can recognize now that you're very influential, you're very important in this company. I need to give you more. You know what I mean? So this could be them giving you more power or giving you more freedom to kind of like act as you will. You know what I mean? Like they want you to be the authentic version of stuff. You actually like lighten up. If you're like in an office or something, you lighten up the area. People love when you show up. So at work, people love when you show up. All right. You may feel like your career isn't going anywhere. Maybe feel like it's a dead end. Maybe you feel like they undervalue you. All those things. But really, people are going to be starting to like be a lot more cordial, a lot more playful with you, a lot more flirty with you. And and this could be like romance at work. But I mean like flirty. Oh yeah, I just seen the Six of Wands when I did that. So yeah, there's a recognition here. People are going to start recognizing you guys. All right. You maybe felt like, I mean, some of y'all are moving already because we got the Chariot here. It's just the way you would perceive it is like not moving. It's not going fast enough. I'm not seeing the success I should have. My name isn't out there like it should be. The office doesn't know me. You know what I mean? And if you're in a career where you're at like a business owner, somebody could be exchanging resources with you, or like you could be gaining like a property or gaining possibly somebody's debt, but it's like beneficial for you. So like you can be inheriting maybe a house or something, or inheriting a car, a truck, a business. You know what I mean? Like there's an exchange of resources and power for you that works out in your favor. It's a good thing here. For some of you, it could be a car. Maybe they could get a company car. You get like a bus or a truck, or maybe you have like a food truck, or it's an opportunity here that you have to move forward with. But you may be kind of like worried about like your perception of other people, and that can hinder it. So maybe you get like a raise that other people don't get, or you get like a come up that other people don't get. And you may be afraid to like, move forward in such a way that like shows that you're in power and you're in control or in status now. You may not really believe in your status that they give you. So like maybe you can turn to a manager, but you still feel like, the underling when you were just working as like, in the mailroom, they give you a position now, or they give you like more responsibility that pays you out more, but you still kind of act like you did when you were just sweeping and mopping. So that might be an issue, like the growing pains in the relationship. I mean, I said in a relationship, but growing pains in the connection, like in the job itself or the career. So yeah, all right. So there's that. It looks like it's a payout. Some of y'all it's reparations in some way. So I kind of feel like that's like a debt or like a insurance investment or whatever. It's something like that. It's a payout that you guys will be getting. It's just big transformation at work. Ain't too much. You just may not be appreciative of it. All right. You may feel like you can't move further than where you are, but you are moving. You just don't think so. All right. We are at Aquarius. I didn't forget y'all this time. Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. Okay. So, Aquarius. I ain't forget y'all, sunshine. I got you back. Thanks for sticking and staying. You still here. All right. So, Aquarius. What? Love. 2024 predictions. What's going on? What's going on? Okay. Healing from a previous heartbreak. Okay, so you guys are like picking yourselves back up. Picking yourselves up. So some of y'all may not really be ready to get back out into relationships yet. You kind of think that all the relationships may be the same, or you may experience the same pattern, hurt, betrayal, let down. But really, because we got 10 of swords here, the worst of the situation is over. So like you've learned how to enforce boundaries. You learn how to take care of yourself. That might be an issue for some of y'all, like taking care of yourself. Maybe you learn how to juggle your, like not juggle your finances, but learn how to like responsibly use your finances, responsibly spend your money. You know what I mean? Like not overdoing it, not overspending. You may be learning that. And this may have to do with your love life then. But anyway, it looks like you'll be getting a mature offer from somebody. Could be a Taurus, could be a Capricorn, could be a Leo, could be a Libra, could be a Gemini, Cancer. It's gonna be somebody who has a good public image. They're very responsible. This is somebody who's also generous and helpful. Very multitasking, like skilled. So like the partners that are coming around will be people who want to help you heal, want to help you get over things. All right. They're very supportive and they're very flirty. Very supportive and very flirty. All right, these would be people probably who want to give to you to like get you to take your mind off of like your stresses. So they maybe invest a lot in the initial stage. They may even kind of move kind of fast with you, like try to like take care of you in some ways, or try to like nurture you, or like be like very comforting and supportive, like very fast. Like they kind of already like have you. I'm not gonna say pegged for being a certain way, but they'll already have like progression on the relationship. Like they'll want to move this relationship first. So they may even act like they're not like as interested, if that makes sense. Like they may not act as if they're as happy around you. You know what I mean? They may kind of like dim themselves down around you. So maybe like, for some of y'all it could be like a starstruck, or like just maybe they feel like they can't like be themselves around you because of like you maybe come off as super mature or like super reserved, or maybe not really bothered, or just a little nonchalant for them. So like they want to offer you something and they know they have to offer you something of value, and they know they have to come mature to you. So like your partners will be coming towards you maturely and be coming at you with something to offer, or becoming at least able to take care of themselves and willing to invest in relationships. But this would be like after them taking, either you took some time out to heal or rest, but it's not even a long period of rest. It's just like recognizing where you went wrong in a previous relationship and then not replaying that same victim mindset, or still replaying those same blockages in your mind where it's like people are always like this, people always act like that, people do this like that. And you're like, no, that's not really what's going on here. You just keep thinking that because they acted or said this, that they're going to act like JoJo from up the block. It's not him. There's someone different. Even if it is JoJo up the block, at this time, JoJo recognizes that he needs to bring you value. So he's not going to do the same shit. And when he does, you're going to see it. And he knows it. you don't have to overthink it. Like JoJo would try to like put his shit down. He's learning. You know what I mean? Or Becky, whoever she is, or you know what I mean? They're learning. All right? Like they're learning. I mean, so old options will be coming back around. Old options, people who you might have had betrayals with. These would be people who want to have uncomfortable conversations. They actually miss you being around. They miss your energy. They miss your presence. They miss how you made them feel. They miss your warmth, your charisma, because you bring like this lighthearted energy around for them. Even if you didn't really like act that way with them, they just kind of feel like nothing's happening between y'all. It's quiet. We're not really like conversing in the way that we used to. There's things I want to say to you. So you'll be experiencing that. Like there's things that they want to say, but they could just be doling it down because it's like you guys go over the same pattern. We keep doing this over and over. I know that I had to invest in a more mature way. I know that I have to speak up. I know I have to communicate more. So they may start texting you more. They may start reaching out to you more. They may want to travel with you. Some of y'all may be going on travel in love. So there's maybe like traveling to wherever you're going, or like meeting people and travel. But I kind of feel like it's more about like people reaching out to you. They may like try to be more consistent, or at least more passionate about you. Like try to really show passion and then really like add value to you. So even if it's a past person, these will be trying to come in as a very mature type of person and maybe getting rid of those childish ways that they have. If they're not necessarily dimming down, they're trying to get rid of those childish ways or those behaviors that like are repetitive, where it's like you keep feeling like you guys have to keep the same conversation. Like, how many times I gotta tell you? Like, why do we keep going through this? So you may be experiencing that in love at first, but they'll be learning from these situations each time. So like, I don't know if you guys take breaks, maybe, because the Ten of Swords is here. That's like going over the same pattern. But we got the Chariot, and we got the Four Cups, which is a season of opportunity from the past. You know what I mean? Like maybe you take it out of boredom, or maybe you just kind of like take it just to like see what happens. Like what happens? Because like the Sun in reverse is like it was meant to bring happiness into your life, but you just don't. You're not really appreciative of like how it comes. And let me tell you a story about that. Got to tell you a story about that. Relationships. Like, so I was dealing with a relationship that I had that was like 5 years, and I didn't even recognize that it was 5 years. But we were having a ball. All right, we were having a ball. It wasn't always like rain, you know, sun and glitter, right? And it was a short-term relationship, but it was one of those relationships that we would cut off, we would come back, we would cut off, we would come back. And like from the outside reading, if I'm a reader from the outside to the inside reading, like I was like, oh no, leave that alone. Don't deal with that. It's not long-term. It's not long-term. But throughout that time, there were so many lessons that I learned and so many versions of myself that I was able to like communicate or like express that it was like very helpful. I'm very thankful for those relationships because it was very helpful throughout that time. Like ways that I didn't feel comfortable being. Like look where I am now. I'm able to tell y'all about this stuff. So these are things that like they're mature and you know you can invest in it. And because of the Queen of Pentacles, this is if you're a man dating a woman, this would be like the perfect wife. This is somebody who's actually a helpmate, somebody who's looking to be an asset to you or an assistant to you, like, you know, willing to like, they can hold stuff together too. So like when stuff is going bad, even if it's a male, just somebody who's gonna be very nurturing, very comforting and looking to hold things together for you. You know what I mean? Like relieve stresses, worries, burdens, stuff that you have on your mind. This would be somebody that lifts you up, somebody that encourages you. This would be somebody who like, you'll like the way that they talk. Like they can probably revitalize you with the way that they talk. So maybe they're like a cheerleader. Like this is a good person. It's just like how it comes off. You may like not really appreciate it or like be grateful for like how they express themselves or like how they like maybe give to you or like maybe you feel like it's not enough in some way. Or you may feel like it's not when you want it, if that makes sense. So for some of y'all, it may like not be right when you want it, but it moves forward. So like each time that you guys don't get it together, they come back around and figure it out why it didn't work, or it's like a conversation that gets had each time. And you guys grow into another level. Almost like kind of like the Capricorn, because similar energy, but you just get more communication from them. There's more talking. There's more action. You see more action. And then Capricorn was kind of similar too. So maybe it's Capricorn here. So maybe that's that. Maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn then too. Because that's what it is. Like they start putting more action. They start investing for real in a more mature way. Being like taking this situation serious. Oh, I see where I didn't work that for. Okay, let me fix that. I'm going to work on that. And I'll be back. So that's what you'll be looking at. All right. So it sounds like I got a Leo, Gemini, Cancer, Capricorn, Virgo, Leo, Libra. All right. They may just like to play in the beginning stages. That might be really what it is. But you'll be breaking them free of that play and stuff. So keep doing what you're doing, I guess. All right. So... All right, so let's look at career. Ooh, victory in career. There's movement. So your momentum is gaining. All right, so you may not have to do as much work at work either. All right, you may not have to take on. Oh, okay, so you may be finding a way to get somebody else to take responsibility in your job. If that works for you, you get what I mean? Somebody else is going to be investing. This could be a banker. This could be somebody who's an investor. This could actually somebody who maybe is trying to like make a fantasy come true for you or make a wish come true for you. So like this may be like a big time investor or somebody who wants you to be happy. They want you to be successful. They want you to have material success. So this could be like, you know, a boss, a manager. Like there's a opportunity here for you to advance in career. This also has to come through like strategic. So you need to be very planned and analyzing about this. So you need resources. You need to be resourceful. So this is like making the best out of like stressful situations, making the best out of like maybe responsibilities that aren't yours. Maybe you have to find a way to like problem solve for people who with responsibilities that aren't yours. That's probably where you'll be getting money from. So some of y'all, you know what I kind of think about sometimes? I always think of like, in this case, this could be like say like you're an entrepreneur, then you could be, or like a person who runs a business, then you could be like a problem solver for other people. Like you can show other people like how to plan stuff or how to like structure things or how to maybe fix whatever's not working for them or whatever they're struggling at. You may be able to be somebody who's like a problem solver, a spotter, see something, and that may be the investment that happens for you. Because what it is, like, this somebody wants to invest in other people's dreams. So this could be like a venture capitalist. This could be like an angel investor, because I kind of get that vibe. Like maybe an angel investor, or just somebody who wants to see you do well in your career. That's what I'm looking at here. Looks like somebody's going to be either taking on your burdens or giving you less responsibility, finding a way where you don't have to do as much. They'll be finding a way where you don't have to put as much input or output and still getting some good results. So this is throughout the year you'll be seeing that. And their success, material abundance is here. Material abundance is here. And this may be something that you felt was impossible or wasn't going to like maybe last the long run. You might have felt like this was what they call it? Like a shot in the dark. You might have felt like this was a shot in the dark. But it looks like you'll be moving forward. You'll be picking up some momentum and you won't have to put as much effort into it. So look for that to come. So keep going, keep staying on the path of wherever you're going. If you're like putting effort into like something new or like new ideas or becoming innovative or like trying out different methods, keep doing that because it's gonna work. It's gonna work. You may not think it is, but you just gotta hold your vision and it's gonna work. That's what it looks like right now. It looks like it's gonna work and you're gonna be very happy about it. Other people will be like, you're a success. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Sign my paper. Work with me, all that. So you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, Cancer, Aquarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. All right. So Pisces. All right. Pisces. I've been doing such a great job of like writing these words out where it's like it don't even look like it's not working. All right. Let's use the African American tarot. Okay, Pisces. What? Why two what? Why two what? Why two what? What do you mean? Why you keep coming up on my feed? Because I'm lit. You better recognize. That's why I'm on your feed. I am lit now. It's going to be even crazier soon. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. Anyway, what are we talking about? So, Pisces. What's going to be happening in love? 2024. Okay. Connection moving forward. All right, this could be with somebody who's afraid of commitment. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. Could be dealing with a Cancer. Could be dealing with a Taurus. All right, so in your relationships throughout the year, you'll probably be dealing with people from the past, people you feel you have unfinished business with. These are people who you want to be devoted towards you. There's issues with boundaries. There's issues with maybe travel. There's outside circumstances. These may be just people that you've already like encountered in this way. Like they want to have do-overs, or they want to redo it, or they want to like start it all over again. But I think it's like they're a little bit either timid about moving the situation, or there's like a fear of like not being able to trust. Like that time and energy that they're putting into it is going to like pay out. So you may be encountering this with the relationships, but they're going to move forward though. So they're going to progress, but they just may not be like, I guess, all the way invested. Cause I don't know how that works, but I guess they're not going to be all the way invested. They're going to be devoted towards the situation, but at the same time, they're also going to be thinking that they can do better. So these are going to be people who feel like they're not getting what they desire, or you'll be feeling like you're not getting what you desire. And at the same time, moving forward in the connection, but then at the same time, thinking that, I probably could do better than what you're giving me right now. Because you don't seem to be committing in the way I want you to commit. So that's going to be like that's going to be what's going on here. And it looks like you guys go over that over and that again. And it doesn't look like it stops, if that makes sense to you. It doesn't look like it stops. It looks like you kind of keep going into a repetitiveness throughout the year doing that. You know what I mean? I think it might be more about passion or like control or like obsession or just like lust. Like I have to have this person. They could be maybe a status symbol to you, or maybe you just kind of like, I'm not even saying like you envision them to be somewhere, but maybe they envision you to be somewhere, or somebody in this relationship envisions the relationship to go in a certain direction. And that's where all the struggles will be going. because maybe you guys aren't really having communication, because I don't even got no swords in this. It's just passion, desire. So you may be like more physically attracted to your partners, really wanting them to be around you, maybe not knowing how much to offer or how much to like invest. Maybe you don't feel like they're investing enough. Maybe you don't really have the trust for them. Maybe you don't feel like they're being of service to you during that time. But you guys just keep going over it and keep moving forward in the relationship. So some of you guys could maybe move on, because it kind of gives the vibe like maybe you'll move on and become devoted to somebody else who you see inconsistently. So it could also be in that way too. Like, I'll try something else, because like it kind of like seems like you guys go out and date other people, come back and like try to invest, but still feel like they're not giving you that much. Then go out again, then come back. Did you learn your lesson yet? No. Oh, all right. But either way, it's like you guys still keep moving forward, which is kind of crazy. It's just like it just pulls up these fears of like investing in a relationship that you don't know if it's going to go as far as you would like it to. So like in your romantic relationships, you may feel like there's a potential, so you may just keep moving. For some of y'all, it's just distance. Like, you know what I mean? You may meet some of these people online because of the world here, and they may just be like very attractive, and you may not, you know, it could be like you guys kind of like go in the same pattern, or these would be people that you've like, even if they're new people, the experience reminds you of like experiences that you already had in previous relationships. So it's like being on replay, but just moving forward anyway, because maybe you want companionship. Maybe they're like a status symbol. Maybe they're very attractive. Maybe they have a lot of money. Maybe they can, because like we got the King of Pentacles. There's a sugar daddy. So you guys could be having a sugar daddy, but there's maybe somebody who gives to other people. You know what I mean? So like you could be dealing with somebody who invests or is very mature, but they also maybe have to like, if they're not necessarily giving to other people, then they have to invest in other places. So like their time is scattered, their focus is scattered. They may be very career based, or you may be even more focused on career. Cause like this person is, the people, either this person or these people are really focused on like moving upward in the world. So that's more of their focus, is like a bigger view of like, you know, maybe having materials, maybe having success, maybe like, you know, making service or being of service or having more people come to them for service, or, you know what I mean? Like it's that. It's more focused on that. So like I'm gonna say touch and go, but for some of y'all, this could even be like third person parties where I said like, you know, you guys date, but it's like, you know, you want people to invest more. So like you're not always available. You're not always around. You're not always, there's travel that goes on. So you guys could be like meeting people elsewhere and just trying your hand, but like still staying around people who you're comfortable with, you know what I mean? But like a little bit timid about actually moving forward with them because you don't feel like they're reliable or trustworthy, or you don't feel like they're invested or like they're being helpful, and like, you know what I mean? Like it's like, you know, it's not judgy, but it's like I don't see where to focus at. So that's like what you'll be feeling like throughout the relationships, is like I don't know where to focus at really. I put my energy in when I feel like it, and I really like devote myself, but then I see that you're not doing the same, so now I'm about to pull back. And then I wait on you to do something different, and you probably show up and maybe you do something different for a little bit, but it kind of feels like you're not really invested, so I'm about to keep looking again. And it kind of goes in that direction. So for now, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. So you could be done with the Cancer, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius, Capricorn, Scorpio, Leo, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries. All right, so let's look at it. We're looking at your monies, career. We're gonna talk about that. Monies, career. So monies, careers, we'll be talking about. Oh, okay. So some of y'all may be contemplating leaving your jobs. This may be just like one of those things that like touch on you a lot. Like not physically touch on you. I hope not. But I meant like it kind of like touches, like causes you like anguish a lot. Maybe like, you know, it's like I want to say like it causes you to repress how you really feel about situations. Like maybe you don't really get to express yourself, or it's like the job itself doesn't really let you grow or go as like deep or investigate as much as you like. You can't really get as deep, or you don't really know as much information as you would like to know about it. But it's one of those jobs that, okay, well, hold on, because some of y'all have a new offer coming in. There's a new offer coming in. This may be actually a job that people respect you and admire you. They see you as like the light of the room. You're lighting up the room. You're exciting to be around. This could be for some of y'all like sales, or like a traveling business, or this could be like a job where you ship stuff. There's like shipments that may come in. So maybe you do like inventory. It's a new position for you to make some new money. All right, and because the Ace of Cups, this could be a spiritual gift that you have that you made money of. And we got the Queen of Wands. So this can definitely be like a spiritual gift or spiritual talent, a spiritual business. Sometimes it could just be like medicine, herbs, oils, like beauty. Usually that's like a queen of, yeah, it's Queen of Wands. So it's like a beauty. So maybe you guys can get into like selling beauty products, you know what I mean? Starting a business of some sense. It's an opportunity for something that you've already like looked at, researched before. You know what I mean? You maybe learn from other people's mistakes. You might have learned from like a previous mistake. So like maybe you started a business before. You might have tried it before. So like I'll give you an example. I had an Etsy before. It didn't jump. It didn't do what I needed to do. I can always go back and revamp it and it'd be the same thing, but it just start over differently. Right? And maybe it feels something that people maybe acknowledge now. Maybe I make it a little prettier. Maybe I drape it up a little bit more. Now we making some money. You know what I mean? So it comes up like that. There's an opportunity here. And it could be a renewal of something that you already had that maybe disappointed you. And it just like gets a fresh look. Like you revamp it. Maybe you rebrand. You know what I mean? It could be any of that. Like, but this is something here that's actually, you're going to be respected for your insight, respected for your charisma, respected for your attraction and how you draw people in. So maybe if you're doing sales, it could be for a superficial reason, like you know how they had the girls or the guys at the wall, at the mall, and they be behind the kiosk. Usually they put attractive women there because men will come there and buy stuff that they don't really need because it's a pretty woman here. So you could be even like in a situation like that where they can be like having you in front of people and you bring in attractions, bring in more money, bring in opportunities. You know what I mean? Like more customers, sales. You know what I mean? It's something that's actually like faded for you. I'm gonna say faded, or it's something that's actually like coming very soon for you, for real, for real. So whatever you're doing, there's expansion that's coming soon. It's a new opportunity, and this is maybe a chance to either rebrand yourself or change your image, or you know, like allow people to get to know you better, maybe. So like people at your job maybe start to like see you differently and start to really like you because of like maybe like they've gotten to know you deeper. Like maybe you've been around a little while. This may be like your second year, your first year, and you're starting to get comfy, cozy, and you're starting to get people's attention when you show up. People are happy when you show up. Yo, they want to work with you. They want to collaborate with you. They're not really like as tense. They don't really like bicker against you or like gossip about you anymore. They don't really say, look at her, look at him. They're wearing the bow bottoms. They don't really say too much about you. You start to feel comfortable within your community or feel comfortable within your job. So that would be happening. This could just be a renewal or whatever, but like the secret competition and stuff that people maybe had with you, that comes to like a halt pretty soon because they're gonna really enjoy having you around. You may just be like I said, the light in the room. You know, somebody that everybody's just like, yo, we love her, we love her, we love him. We just want them to be around. Let them be them. You know what I mean? So you may experience this at work where people just kind of like let you be you. They like you for how you are. You know what I mean? You could be very passionate, very insightful. You know what I mean? Maybe have a little attitude. You know what I mean? Like people just like your charm and your charisma. You just do something for them at work. So you should know that. All right. Anyway, signs we got are Leo, Aries, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right. So thank y'all always. Y'all rocked and roll with me. That was an hour and 42 minutes. That was a long time. It was 142 minutes. I don't know which one they mean. It's one of the two. But anyway, thank y'all for rocking and rolling with me. Thank y'all for trusting in me. Hey, I'm glad that y'all was here with me. Let me see if we had any more comments before I slide out. Sprinkle, sprinkle, yeah. Thank y'all always. Sunshine, Venture Terry, Vanessa, thank you. James, Walker, thank you always, y'all. Love y'all very much. I'm going to try it again tomorrow, for real, for real. Like, I was going to do it Saturday or Sunday, but Sunday was like, it wasn't a good day. So tomorrow I'll try it again. So I figured maybe Monday through Friday, I'll just do like the all signs. And then Saturday, Sundays, I do the pick a cards because I really like doing pick a cards. But all signs is cool too because I'll be watching those too. So shout out to all the readers that I be watching from time to time. I love y'all. Keep up the good work. Also, when y'all be doing pick a cards or when y'all be doing like those timestamps, man, put them timestamps where I can find them. Why I gotta look for your timestamps? Don't be doing me like that. All right, y'all. Thank y'all. I'm out. Enjoy your night. Be safe. Love on those people who love you.